Hello, wrestling fans. Welcome to Wrestling Gab. That's Dalitha. I'm Travis. It's Monday, and that means it's time for Monday Night Raw. I sound like Stephanie McMahon.
Yeah, she sounds like that. Like
Monday Night Raw!
Stephanie McMahon or Vince McMahon.
No, Stephanie.
Stephanie, she does sound kind of like that.
She tries to get all mean. Like, brrr!
She sounds terrifying.
Because she is. You ever seen her?
She sounds hideous.
She's not that, but she is terrifying. All right, Asuka. Highlights of Asuka. Shayna Baszler. Is that happening tonight, maybe? What's going on here? Nia Jax. Are they just showing women? Oh, triple threat match. Baszler, Asuka, Nia Jax.
Ooh.
You almost can bet somebody's going to get hurt in that one.
Oh, probably. Which is really weird, but true.
Sad but weird but true.
Yeah, totally. Stuff.
Sounds cooler when I sing it.
Oh, really? Anyways,
Sad but true.
We're
doing roll call.
Sleeping Angels in the chat. Hey, Sleeping Angels. Nice to see you tonight. We've got Luke in the chat. Hey, Luke. Nice to see you. We've got Javier. Hello, Javier. And we've got Ayla with baby.
She's got babies.
Ayla with baby.
She's basically a baby factory.
She is not a baby factory.
She's got under two.
She has 2 kids. That's fine.
Under 2.
She doesn't have 12. It'd be different.
Oh, you can't have 12 kids under 2.
Well,
I guess you could.
you could have them like they're puppies.
Couple litters.
A litter or 2.
Anyways, Ayla did have her baby.
Yes, a little baby girl. We have a picture of her right there. Oh, right under our subscribe
She's
button.
right there. I didn't think about that.
Subscribe
That's
button's
stock
all
there.
over her face. I figured you would have put her on that side and then put the wording on this side.
Yeah, because I think about that stuff.
Oh.
Almost constantly.
Ayla says barely under 2. Sleeping Angel
I
says,
know.
Thank God Joe on commentator and not Jerry.
You don't like Jerry?
No Jerry Lawler for Sleeping Angels.
I like Jerry. He has funny little quips.
Glenn Hunt's in the chat. He's
Hey, Glenn.
all, the name hacker is CM Punk tonight, Monday Night Raw. That is
They're going to put
Glenn Hunt's prediction of who the hacker is, huh?
on
Good
Raw,
deal.
too, so they're going to bring the hacker to Raw.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be CM Punk.
Right.
Predictions galore tonight.
And Aaron, of course, is throwing you out some love and saying he wants your hat. So.
You can get this one like on eBay. It's a golfer brand. I can't remember the name of it.
Clover? Dover?
Black something.
Gruber? Stuff?
Black clover. It's white on white.
Oh.
Did you just say what?
No, I said, oh. Do.
Is this Alistair right out of the gate?
Looks like it.
Old Alistair Black starting out the show. Now this one I'm pretty sure is recorded.
Sleeping Angels is like, I like Jerry. He's just old. LOL. Sorry, guys.
He's got old balls.
He's got old balls. Well, he does. They're probably older than him.
He didn't show up because he probably sat on his balls.
Ew. It's disgusting. And terrifying.
Look, he just comes out the side right there.
He's like, I'm just going to go around this rope right here.
Who needs an audience?
It's like, don't mind me. So we got Starlight Glimmer in the chat. Starlight Glimmer, weird Money in the Bank on the roof on the WWE HQ.
So much weird stuff going on in the world. At least wrestling's still going. Like most every other sport's done. I think UFC is going to have their pay-per-view on the 9th. They're going with 249, UFC 249. They announced it, I think, yesterday, the day before. Sometime this weekend.
Right.
So we could get UFC back.
Interesting.
But none of the other major sports have said anything quite yet. Obviously, we had the NFL draft over the weekend. How'd your team do?
I have no idea. I
cleaned
didn't
up.
look at
Best
anything
draft
that
ever.
they
Pete
did.
Carroll cleaned up.
Did he?
I have no idea.
I have no idea either. Couldn't tell ya. Couldn't tell ya.
Apollo.
Sleeping Angel says, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a table saw SmackDown this Friday and NXT.
Taped?
Mm-hmm. But it's a table saw. I like table saw better.
Sounds cool.
Right?
Who doesn't like autocorrect?
I like it sometimes. It makes for funny information on stuff.
I think it does.
Aaron's babbling about how he discovered a band called Nickelback. Imagine that. Nobody listens to Nickelback. Nickelback is completely gay.
You don't like Nickelback? I like 10 of their songs.
You would.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
We've got Angelito in the chat. Hey,
hello, Angelito.
Sup. Sup.
Sup.
Sup.
Sup. Hey, it's supper time.
Sup. Sup.
Did you sup? Sup.
I did sup.
Sup. Did you sup?
I had some food. It was pretty good. So he has a really stupid VIP lounge because they don't have seats or anything. They're just in the ring. Well, I guess he does have seats.
There's
but
two
they're
couches.
Kind of like
they're like
looking.
futons.
They are futons. I was like, why are they so short?
Here she comes. Now it makes sense to have the two beds and all the guys.
Ew, ow.
They're going to film different types
How
of movies.
could she even walk? Did you see her shoes? Jesus
Did you see
Christ.
her pants? She got ran through a
She
paper
doesn't
shredder.
have pants.
They're like two strips of cloth on the side with strings.
She tied her pants on tonight.
Is her shoelaces part of her pants? They just lace all the way up to her hoo-ha.
She's like, look at her fucking shoes.
I think her pants are camouflage.
She doesn't have any pants.
Look at her vagina.
She doesn't have any pants on.
Is that camouflage?
That's why she doesn't have pants.
Oh.
Did you see her fucking shoes? My God, she's gonna trip and
She
fall.
should put
and break an ankle.
aquariums in the bottom of those. They're like 5-inch platforms.
Yeah, did you see
just under her toe?
Yeah, did you see the heel? It's
No,
like
I'm sure
a
it's
spike and it's like a foot long. It's like a fucking weapon. She could take that shoe off and stab somebody's eyeball out and kill him.
It might hurt her to take her shoe off. She might have to fall on the ground and sit on her butt. It's quite a jump. What's funny is she's a foot taller and she's still a foot shorter than everybody out there.
Savia just says, yeah, NFF was good. It was different but good. And Luke said, screw autocorrect. He does not like it. Angelito is a Nickelback fan.
Anybody else look at his Zelina Vegas shoes?
Luke says, Nickelback is widely regarded as one of the worst bands ever. Right?
Look, she's not even walking straight in them. Run away!
I think something attacked them.
A
What do you
TV
think
tray?
it was?
TV trays probably falling on the back of your chair.
Possibly.
Look at her shoes. I'm through with standing in lines at clubs I'll never get in.
I wonder how much practice she had to have putting those on and walking around in them on that. Look at how shaky she is in them.
It's just
Oh
silly.
my God, that's just retarded.
Alistair's like, hey, make sure you wear those new shoes I got you.
Remember those pole dancing lessons that I got for you and I got those shoes that you liked so much? Yeah. Aaron, don't be gross, dude. That's disgusting.
Oh, God, what do you say?
I can see her camel toe. You can see her camel toe. Dude, ugh. Seriously.
Pussy print looking like a fist.
No.
It's Martin Lawrence stand-up comedy from the 90s.
Sleeping Angels is laughing. Angelito's telling Ayla congratulations. Ayla says thank you. Samuel shows, I wonder if I'm delayed since I'm watching on YouTube TV and it's online. I don't know. Maybe.
Possibly.
Oh, God.
It's hard to say because
Those futons
our show's going to be a little bit delayed anyway, so it's...
Yeah. Or our show is like a little delay to it. So it doesn't look like we have. I want to see her run.
Leave
Fucking
her
run,
alone.
bitch, run! I want to see you running those fuckers. Run, run.
Why are you calling her a B word?
Because she has one.
How do you know?
Hello, have you seen her attitude out there? She's a bitch.
It's her character.
I didn't say it wasn't. I just said, have you seen her out there? She's a bitch.
I couldn't miss her.
I know you couldn't, not tonight, except for you missed her lower half.
I saw her boots.
You saw her boots.
Luke saw, or not Luke, sorry. Aaron saw a little bit more.
Ew, Aaron is gross. He was probably looking for. He's probably not even watching. He has no idea what's going on. Aaron's babbling about how he says his son's coming sometime this week. Yeah, right, buddy. Well, if you do, I want to, see some baby pictures. Better see you with baby pictures. Baby pictures. Because if there's no pictures, it ain't real.
And if it ain't real, then it ain't real.
If it ain't real, it's a goddamn motherfucking lie. Lie.
That's just black and white thinking.
Lie. It's a lie. We don't like lies.
There could be an in-between.
No, there's no in-between.
Mm-hmm.
Angelito saying, sleep early, Ayla, to regain your energy. Ayla's like, I sleep when I can. We've got Zoe Trent in the chat. Hey,
Lots
Zoe.
of power naps.
Nice to see you, Zoe. Says,
Zoe.
Andrade is gang of the wrestling Mexican cartel. Phew. Yeah, we don't want them to be the cartel. Travis was watching what the cartel does to people.
Oh my god.
He was telling me all about it. He's like, so the other night before we went to bed, I was like looking at people dying, and I'm like fake dying or real dying? He's like, oh
real.
no, it was real. It was like the drug cartel killing people.
I was
and
watching.
I'm like, why are you watching shit like that before you go to bed? He's like, yeah, I had some really weird dreams.
I did not have weird dreams.
You would think you would have had weird dreams.
I would have. I thought I would have, but I didn't.
You probably didn't sleep very good anyways.
That was the worst night of sleep that I've had in months.
Yeah.
But it wasn't because of that I'm aware of. It's because of the food I ate.
Hey, my food is good.
Nobody said it wasn't.
Exactly. And that's why you had to eat it.
It just makes you sleep funny.
Only because it has sugar in it.
Holy crap. Like yeah, I watched a girl get decapitated. And then I watched some guys get their genitalia cut off, fed to them, and then decapitated. And it was all real. It was very, very disturbing. There was some other ones, like a pit bull got released on a guy's genitalia. The only thing is I didn't watch that one because by then I was already really disturbed. I was like, I don't know if I should be watching this. I guess I'm human because I felt bad. Like, don't read the comments. It'll just kind of piss you off. People are like, bitch deserved it. Snitch. She got what she deserved. I'm like, what? She's a human. They cut her open with like a $3 knife from Walmart. If it costs that much, I would be surprised.
Yeah.
You could probably take that blade and bend it.
Ew. That's nasty.
Without it breaking. Like, it's trash.
Right. We've got Randy in the chat.
Hey, Randy.
Nice to see you back again, bud. Says, hey, sup on this something kind of day. Not sure. Ew, it's an ick day.
Ick.
It's the
Depends on where you're from.
He's got the face.
It is a Monday. Some people don't like Mondays, but it could be cloudy. It could be weathery.
True that.
Here it's just really windy and cloudy, but it's going to clear up here in the next hour or so. We're going to be in the 80s by Wednesday.
Maria in the chat. Hey, Maria. And Maria's calling me out saying, I know you didn't get the card, Travis. Yeah. You didn't find your cards this weekend. He's like, he gave up. It doesn't take much for him to give up. Sleeping Angels is Money in the Bank next week?
No, it's the 10th.
May 10th.
It's Mother's Day.
Yeah, it's Mom Day. For all those people out there who have mommies, you better be
fucking nice. Hey, look, they have the men's belt higher. Does that mean anything?
It means nothing.
Or the money in the briefcase match?
I don't know what it means.
Look, Angel Garza has got normal pants on.
And Aaron's talking at his butthole saying, no, Money in the Bank is in October. Of course it's next week. Yeah, Aaron, it's not next week. Maybe you should get a calendar.
Well, I guess it depends on what you mean by week. It's 2 weeks from yesterday, right?
Yeah.
So, is that next week?
No.
Because it's kind of at the end of next week.
No. Sunday is the beginning of the week.
Okay.
Just kidding. I have no idea. Some people call it the beginning. Some call it not the beginning.
It's the day of rest, so it'd be the
Mr.
end.
Luna Morrison in the chat. Hey, Luna Morrison. Nice to see you in the chat tonight.
Hello, Luna.
Morrison's like, I forgot I'm on SmackDown. Oh, that's all right. They're okay. I'm sure they're fine. Ayla's like, that's weird. Just a few streams ago, Aaron's girlfriend was only 19 weeks. Anyone else remember that? Yeah, and it's really weird that all of a sudden she's having a baby next week. Right. All right.
Maybe she has multiple births a year.
Ayla's like, why, Travis, about your watching dying people?
Okay, so we were watching this show called Deadshot?
Suicide Squad?
Suicide Squad. And there's this acid bath part. And I was like, I wonder. So I got on my phone. I started looking up acid stuff. And then it was like LSD. And I was like, ooh, cartels. So I typed in the word cartel. And then bam. And they had like videos of guys getting their hands cut off. And then they burned in acid, dipped in acid. And I was like, okay, I'm on the right track. Because I was trying to see if people were dying getting dipped in acid, if they had any videos on that. And they did not, that I could find. But then I saw this video thing. And the guy has like 1,000 videos on his... it's kind of like YouTube, but for death. DeathTube, maybe? I don't know what it's called. But anyways, that's where I found it. So kind of found it on accident, even though I was trying to see death, but I just wanted to see if there was any videos of people getting dipped in acid. Because of Suicide Squad.
Right.
Blame the movie.
Matthew's in the chat. Hey, Matthew.
Hey, Matthew.
Nice to see you tonight, buddy. How are you doing?
I haven't seen you in a few days.
How's your mental health today? Are we doing better tonight?
What?
Randy says, my sister just got told today she has cancer. Well,
Oh,
that's sad. I'm sorry for that, buddy.
That would make it a shitty day.
And she is my twin, and that makes it even worse.
Twins, Basil twins.
That's horrible, dude. Sorry about that. I was like, look, I'm crucial right now. I feel bad for missing chat. Y'all are cool. Sorry.
It happens.
You're awesome, Matthew. We all love you. We have got Celestia in the chat saying, hello, every pony. Sleeping Angels says, have any of you seen the Last Dance documentary? No.
Is that a movie with what's her name?
But Mr. Luna Morrison says, I'll see you later. I'll be back, every pony.
All right. We'll see you in a bit.
Let's
The
see.
Last Dance. Save the Last Dance. Isn't that a movie?
That is, but it says, have you seen the Last
Obviously
Dance
not.
documentary?
I have no idea what it is. The Last Dance, what would that be about? Let me see.
Right. Ayla's right, because before she was 19 weeks, she was due on April 27th, right, Ayla? Ah, too funny. Ayla's like, well, Travis just made it on a list. Definitely watching you, Travis. Right?
I have no interest in killing people. Like, it doesn't even turn me on at all. Kind of the opposite of it. I'd probably be a cop before I'd be a serial killer. And I have no interest in being a cop either. Ouch.
Right? That's funny.
Ooh, I could do both.
Matthew's like, LMFAO, Death Tube. Ever watch Faces of Death? Yes,
Yes,
he has.
Grew up watching Faces of Death.
He's done that before, too.
Watched all of them. We used to go to the midnight movie. They had them at the movie theater. And watch them as a group, like a whole bunch of us in high school.
It looks like no more like the FBI list.
Oh.
That's funny. Matthew's like, hi, Travis and Miss Dalitha. Ma'am, how did you get a unique name? I can tell you a story about it if you really want to hear it, but I highly doubt anybody wants to know. Acid wash don't carry batteries. Yeah. Right? Terrifying. And Matthew's ready to cut faces and slap skulls.
Bam. That's what I was watching. Is that Saturday night?
It was like, yeah, me too, Matthew. Yeah, I think it was Saturday. Because I don't think it was.
It was Saturday.
It was Saturday. It wasn't Friday. Sleeping Angel says, no, it's about the 90s Bulls. It's on ESPN every Sunday. Oh, okay. The Last Dance documentary. Okay, cool.
Oh, so I love the 90s Bulls just because they had Jordan. But I was a Jazz fan. 2 years in a row, we lost to the freaking Bulls. We almost had him that second time, too. I was... Ugh. And I'm not going to be like, Jordan fouled, because he did, but it doesn't matter, because that's how basketball should be played.
Yeah. Should be played mean and dirty.
Shove, he like pushes Russell, and then he just pulls up. Didish! Right in his eye. It's like, you son of a bitch.
Matthew.
I remember where I was when that happened.
Right? Matthew's like, Ayla, you're a champ of motherhood. You totally rock. She says thanks. We have a Mandy Soul in the chat.
Hey, Mandy. Good to see you in here.
Nice to see you. It says, I just subbed.
Good deal.
Thank you so much.
Hang out with us. Get to know everybody in here. It's fun.
Thank you. Yeah, fantastic. And Matthew's yelling at me, I want to hear the story of your name. And Ayla wants to know my name story also.
Oh my God.
You guys don't want to know.
Well, it's commercial time, sorry.
My story of my name. I have 2 stories for my name, actually.
She's got one from her mom and one from her dad. And they don't match each other.
So I got told 2 stories. Both came from my mom. But one I got told earlier in life. So when people asked me when I was a kid, I could reiterate this story. And then I had another story that was probably the more true story. But here's the story of my name. It's really not that exciting. There's nobody in my family named Aletha. Not one person. Nobody's named Aletha. Nobody's named Dale. There's nobody in my family named that. So I'm not named after a family member. My parents weren't really going to have kids. My brother and I were both, surprise, on both counts. So when we came around, I don't think they were kind of going, oh, hey, I have this name in mind. I want to name my kid. So anyways, my dad had in his mind that he wanted to name me Darcy. And my mom hated that name. And she wanted to name me Aletha. So she said, let's compromise and name her Dalitha. Okay, so that's the one story. That's the story I got growing up when I was little, so that I could tell all the kids at school, why did your parents name me Dalitha? You know, because kids are mean and stuff. All right, so the other story I got told when I got into more as an adult, my mom told me this story. So my mom was the type of person who loved education. She went to college. She had multiple degrees. And she was working with a professor back in the 60s. Yeah, the fucking 60s. Where she was working with an English professor on the Old English language. Now, I don't know if you guys know much about the Old English language, but back in those times of the days, in the 60s, they were looking at a new Old English alphabet and trying to decipher that alphabet. So my mom was working on that project with a professor. And during these projects, there was some documents that had what they were looking through that had the name, that my name came up in it. Whether it's pronounced that way or not, she didn't know. So she just kind of kept it in her mind later on in life and everything. So when she had me and she had a girl, she was like, well, I'm going to name her that name. It was a name that had one of the Old English alphabet letters in it. And so she just kind of remembered it, and that's why she named me that. So that's how I got my name. It's really, really exciting.
All right. Well, we're back.
See, I told you. It's not as exciting as you'd hoped. How I got my middle name is kind of exciting, though. That's really fun. The waitress's name. From breakfast the next morning. That's how I got my middle name. That's very funny. My godfather and my dad. Having breakfast, the waitress's name. Hey, that'd be a really good name. You should name her that. So, yeah. What?
Nothing.
Anyways.
Austin Theory.
So it was like, too bad you guys didn't add George's picture to your board. maybe we'll do that Wednesday. We'll show the dad. Because that picture is pretty awesome. Matthew says, Mandy is a cool, right? And Ayla's like, who are you? Delete that. Not really anybody special.
Nobody knows.
We've got Jared Brown in the chat. Hey, Jared.
Hey, Jared.
Nice
Good to see you in
the
here.
Chat tonight. Mandy Soul says, is Rhea Ripley on Raw tonight? Oh, I don't know.
No idea. Not yet.
Haven't heard any things specifying that she is, but you never know, right? Things can change. We've got Mason in the chat. Hey, Mason. Says, hey, guys. What's good, everyone? Also, congratulations, Ayla. Ayla's like, thank you. Aaron's talking about his name now because, you know, his names are all Bible gross names.
Aaron.
Bible-y names. And Matthew says, LOL, 2 stories. Hello, we need a lawyer. Call Stephen P. News. I think that's the spelling. Dwight's family had an ongoing thing about Ike. You're a leader, Miss D. LOL. I won't go there. Mason's like, hey, Matthew.
Look at the strength of Austin Theory.
Oh, I didn't know he was that strong. He can lift up another guy that's his size. Mason's saying, you too, Matt. Sleeping Angel says, who do y'all have for cable? We actually go through Dish Network.
Yeah, we do Dish.
For our watching TV stuff.
And then we got something called Sparklight for internet.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds really generic, but it's not.
Matthew's like, this chat is all about discovering Miss Dalitha. Mandy says that Rhea Ripley is beautiful. She's very nice looking.
She's a very handsome woman. It's in all my books that I read. So.
It's so funny.
That books say handsome woman.
Yeah, because that doesn't technically mean they're like gorgeous, beautiful. They're just a handsome woman, meaning that they have nice features. But they're not like drop dead. Oh my God.
Rhea's definitely got nice features. She's a very handsome woman.
Matthew's like, so what's up with Vince? Is he getting old and ignoring reality?
Probably. Although I know that Raw last week was the best Raw I've seen in like 100 years. They had 11 matches. No recaps, not a lot of talking. I was so excited. It was like watching a pay-per-view. Most everybody out there's like, what? Were you watching the same thing I was? I'm not saying they were great matches. I'm just saying that there was 11 matches.
Right?
In 3 hours.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy.
I was very impressed. Austin Theory is going to break this knee of Aleister Black's. And he needs that leg to compete. That's how he makes his money, with his legs.
Right? Mason says, I do Dish, but I might switch to Smart TV and not have cable.
Depends on what you're going to get. If you get the YouTube TV, I think that's the best package that I've seen.
Yeah, for the amount of money you would spend.
And then you would just have to kind of fill it in with a couple other little things. But if you're already getting those other things, it's not a big deal. You know, YouTube TV is what, 50 or 60?
I thought it was 50, but I think you can upgrade to premium or something. Isn't that the one?
Yeah, I don't know what the YouTube TV does. Like, if anybody out there knows the price, somebody said they were on there, so. I think they're 50. I signed up for it that week that we didn't have Fox, and then they fixed it, so I didn't have to actually pay it because I got the free 3-day trial or whatever.
Right.
Anyways, but then you've got to fill in little things, but it depends on what you're into. But if you already got, you know, Netflix and you've already got Disney and ESPN Plus and all those, then absolutely, there's no reason not to do that.
Right.
Unless you like those strange channels that are just kind of splattered throughout Dish.
Like me. I always find the weird ones. Travis is like, where the hell is this channel at? Oh, it's up in the blah, blah, blahs. How did you find that? I don't know. I was just looking. And there was a show on it I wanted to watch.
I don't look. I just turn it to channels I know. And on Dish, it's 152, Baseball Network. But now there's no baseball, so I have nowhere to go. So I don't even turn the TV on.
I know we've gone quite a few nights without the TV on. Matthew said your internet is good. Well, yeah, it is actually pretty good. It's actually not too bad. It's kind of nice. It's
a decent package, too. We could go up a couple more and go like a gig, but there's just no reason to have that speed.
Not right now. I mean, maybe at some point.
Garza took his pants off.
Oh, and
shit's getting real.
He took his pants off and threw them at him. Ew.
They're wrapped around him.
Poor Ray.
They went surfing with Ray.
That's terrifying. And Mandy's like, let's hope my girlfriend doesn't know I like Rhea Ripley. She gets jealous.
Jelly.
Jellyfish. Jelly, jelly, jelly. And Matthew's like, Ayla, you're so cool and can cook. All the good ones are taken. Yeah.
What's the saying? You gotta grow them. So you got to meet them when they're 18, 19 years old and grow them.
Are you listening, Matthew? Listen really well. You have to make them what you want them to be.
You have to grow them. That's literally what the Mormon church calls it. I was told that when I was younger.
What?
And I was like, what?
The fuck?
My buddy's mom told me that.
As Luke said, WTF, Matthew? All the good ones are taken. I don't know, Matthew. Don't apologize, Matthew.
I guess it depends on what they're into.
Right? Cool and can cook.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. Like, if you like cooked food and you don't like to do it yourself, then you need to marry one that can do it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't like cooked food and you're like to eat out all the time, is there a reason to have one that can cook?
I don't know. I guess it depends. And Matthew says, I can't really pay attention in chat. I am crunk. I rely on Luke for taming. LOL. Sorry, Luke. Mason's telling Matthew he just needs to find a girl that cares and loves you.
Yeah. A handsome one.
Ayla laughing. Haha, grow them. And Jared Brown said, sup, Travis?
Hi. What's up?
What's up?
Did I just do the...
Sup?
Hi.
Sup? Hi, what's up?
Sup?
Hey. Sleeping Angel says, this is a long match. Yeah, that 3 on...
It is. And they'll
three.
draw it out. It's a 6-man tag team match.
With Ray, Aleister Black, and who's the other guy in that one?
Apollo Crews.
Apollo Crews. That's kind of an interesting combo.
Yeah, it's just a mismatch.
Yeah, usually Apollo and Ricochet are together, so they're like, nah, let's put you with
No, they
Ray.
put Ricochet with Cedric Alexander now.
Oh, that's right.
They got themselves a little tag team duo.
Sweet.
Hopefully they'll be good, and they'll keep pushing him. Ricochet was doing so great. I thought he was fine, and I think he just fell in the doghouse. He started losing matches, and then all of a sudden, he's in a tag team.
Right. Matthew's like, Luke, I'm a bachelor. I'm banking on a rich granny. I want money, not kids. Matthew's like, I want me a cougar with money.
There you go.
I was like, I don't know. My true April came out last night, so kind of crazy. Yeah, Ayla, I didn't tell Travis about your message that you sent me. But I kind of don't blame you for going 8 shit crazy.
Oh, God.
Jordan's little brother decided to have a party. Asked him earlier in the day when they were coming home with the baby. And then proceeded to have a whole bunch of people over while she was trying to like relax with the baby home.
Well, you're not supposed to have more than 10 people together right now anyway.
Oh, well, I don't know how many people he had downstairs, but I'm sure they weren't quiet.
Right.
I'm sure they were irritating. So she threw planting pots at him. I told her the shovel was going too far. I said the planting pots are justified. The shovel, on the other hand, to the face, that's a little too much.
Police aren't going to do anything right now. Police don't even like responding to domestics.
Right?
They're like, oh.
They're like, I don't want to go over there. Don't make me do it.
I talked to a cop the other day, and he's like, I don't even pull people over. He's like, so it's kind of boring. We just drive around.
Right? Mandy says, right, I'm off. Kindy just finished work. Bye. All right. Well, hey, thanks for stopping in with us, Mandy.
Thank you for the sub. We'll be here Wednesday and Friday.
Yeah.
Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Bye. See us.
Woo.
Sit in, chat.
You got
Matthew
a triple
says,
threat match. Is that going to be the main
if a woman
event?
can dwell with me, then it's harmony. Till then, I love myself and sock. You love Lamp.
Ew.
You love Lamp. Jared Brown says, how about Drew versus Seth Rollins?
I'm kind of excited for that. I think Vince lost a lot of interest in Seth, but maybe he can build it back. I mean, he beat Brock twice in 1 year and then all of a sudden just went straight downhill.
Right.
Put him in a tag team for a while, and now maybe he's climbing his way back out.
He had to remake himself to something else, supposedly.
The Messiah of Mondays.
So Matthew meant deal, not dwell, but I like the dwell better. If a woman can dwell with me.
Yeah, it sounds cool.
I think it sounds way cool. I'm going with that. Mason's like, so today I got my ACT scores and I got a 15, and to be honest, I don't care about school and I don't need the ACT for my future.
Like a 15 or a 1500?
ACTs? I don't know how the ACTs work.
Oh,
SATs are different.
yeah. Yeah, that's...
ACTs? I can't remember what the grading thing is on those. They're so long ago. Matthew says, later, Mandy. WWE is canceling house shows. Everything is evolving. Yeah.
Did he
right.
just say that WWE's canceling house shows?
Uh-huh.
I'm pretty sure house shows have been canceled for a while now.
Probably.
Like since... No, well, they don't have crowds. How could they have a house show?
I don't know. Matthew's like, Ayla, true April? Question mark. It was like, I'm sure Travis
it's my sister.
I'm sure Travis can see how I acted. Flashbacks.
Oh,
Hammers.
I'm pretty sure you couldn't reach that level.
I don't think so either. I think, Ayla, you're a little more calm.
It's not even about calm. It's just like rational.
Yeah.
Like your frontal cortex works.
Yeah. That, and you know, and the only thing that was against you was the fact that, one, you were fucking exhausted.
Right. So that would work against you.
And your hormones were crazy, cray from just having a baby. Jesus.
Look at this. Cross-legged.
Wow.
Backbreaker.
Ew.
1, 2, and 3.
Oh,
no.
he got out of it.
Apollo kicks out.
Yeah. Matthew's like, ooh. And he says, Matthew, if you find a girl that can cook, care, and love you, then put a ring on it. Matthew's like, triple preparation H is a glorified jobber. Kind of is now.
The problem with everything is that we always look for looks, too. And it's really hard to find looks, cooks, cleans, good to be around, likes you, all that kind of stuff. That's like a very rare unicorn type thing.
I'm a unicorn. You know, it's true.
Unicorns?
That I'm a unicorn. I'm one of those. It was like, I told him if he called the cops to prove it, laughing. I still had my hospital band on, brand new baby. I'm sure they would have been on my side. Matthew, LOL, hashtag the law.
What's funny is they break you up, right? Like, so they go in different directions with them, and then they interview them. And then the two cops will get back together and interview each other. But I don't know how they'll handle domestics during this stuff.
I don't know either. They're like, okay, I need you to stand 6 feet away from me.
So,
don't spit on me.
when I was in high school, April, this is the crazy she's comparing it to. There's a pop-up powerbomb and pinned Andrade.
What?
The U.S. champion just got pinned.
Damn. I think that she's like, what the?
I was arguing with my mom about something. Could have been literally anything in the world. And April just happened to be at the house. She, like, out of nowhere, attacked me, right? Like, she physically, like, just attacked me. And she's tiny, you know? Mm-hmm. And so I just, like, took her and just, like, set her down. And she ran over to the phone and called 911. So I grabbed the phone and hung it up, which was my first mistake, because you can't do that, but I didn't know. But I was like 17, 16 years old. Well, anyways, the police show up. My mom's freaking out. She's freaking out. And I'm completely calm because I'm not even, like, I'm like, what? Why is everybody freaking out? Anyways, that's how I know that the cops split you up, talk in different areas with you, and then get together. But the cop said, yeah, you can't hang up a 911 call. And I'm like, oh, okay. But I'm pretty sure they weren't going to take me to jail at 16 years old for hanging up. But yeah, she must have just had a bad day or something. It's the only thing I could think of because it made no sense.
That she
literally
irrationally just had a meltdown.
Me.
She's irrational and had a meltdown. Not surprising.
She's hit me before. I remember one time she was punching me in the face, and and she had her eyes closed. And I calmly was like, "You are punching me in the face." And she like opened her eyes and stopped. I think she was just like on a different planet or something. And then she stopped and then went upstairs and started crying.
Of course. I can't control
But it doesn't hurt. Like, I mean, she's like $110. You know what I mean? Like,
that's why she doesn't scare me.
Like,
it's like you're a child compared to me. I am like an Amazon.
You were punching me in the face.
It's like, sure, girl. You bring it. It was like, dwelling is better, right? Totally. Jared Brown says, how about Braun versus The Fiend?
It's not going to be Braun versus The Fiend. It's Braun versus Bray. They made sure that they've made that clear.
Right.
So I'm assuming Braun's going to win.
Oh, because they want to have The Fiend go after him after that.
And then The Fiend will do something about it. I wish they would keep
Bray
completely away from that title.
Right.
Like, completely. Like, I don't
Just
even want his name
titles.
even mentioned near that.
No titles.
None, let alone that one.
Right. No title for you. Mason says 15 out of 36. 36 is where you go to Harvard. 0 is where you're homeless. Well, you're kind of in the middle. You're all right, buddy. You're just an average. It's okay. As Ayla says, April, it's a deep, deep inside joke.
Right.
Matthew says, the next time I marry, I'll buy a meteorite and turn it into a ring because she'll be out of this world. Ka-chow!
There you go. Get an old black heavy one.
Right. Ayla's like, yeah, I thought about it and I went through with it. Haha, so yes, you can say rational. Ayla's like, tell him that. Ayla's like, and I think Aaron got booted for a few, which he did. Janelle said, and we've got Janelle Jackson in the chat. Hey, Janelle, nice to see you in the chat, buddy. Says, did you hear?
When he hangs out in here.
I know, right? Did you hear about the WWE 2K Battleground? No.
Is that the new pay-per-view or the new video game that's coming next year? I saw something about they're getting ready to release or not release their video game, but start to show highlights of their video game for next year. Is that what that is? Is for their video game?
I guess. Because Matthew said no about it too. Let's see.
It's 877 cash now. They've changed their phone number, and it's weird. Everybody in America knows the song.
877 cash now on some commercials, remember?
908-1171.
866.
Yeah, I'll throw it off even more. 877 cash now. 877 cash now.
Ayla said she probably thought you were talking about her. Why she just went bonker butts, which is true. That's her biggest thing is no matter what you're talking about her. It's so weird. It's not about you. It's never about you.
So Kim was pregnant with McKenna, and we were sitting there, and she went outside the back door to smoke, and she had her friend Randy over, and Randy and we were talking about the movie that we were watching. I can't remember the name of the movie that we were watching. And she came back in furious because we were talking about her. I mean, that's the maddest I've seen her arguably ever. So me and Kim left, and I don't know what her and Randy, like if he got kicked out too. But it was just like absolute 0 to 60.
You're like, what?
I didn't know you were a movie.
We're all talking about the movie. she has a meltdown.
So Randy was in his car at McDonald's, and Kim was like 2 cars behind at McDonald's. And I was out in the parking lot of her apartment complex working on her car. It was her blue Chevy Nova that she had.
Yeah.
I was changing the timing belt or something. And so Randy showed up, and like 10 minutes later, Kim showed up. It wasn't planned that they were going to meet at McDonald's from 2 car lengths behind each other.
Oh, man.
Kim was very pregnant. She's probably 8 months pregnant, maybe 7 or 8 monts pregnant.
Oh, God.
And April called her every name in the book, whore and slut
Been there.
for
Not in front of my face, but yeah. For a good 5 minutes.
Yeah, just for trying to get with him, and
oh yeah.
For all she did was, I think she said she might have waved or something. And I was like, she's pregnant. Well, she's not going to be pregnant forever. I'm like, oh. So, yeah, I've seen it.
We've got Bill McMahon in the chat.
Hey, Bill!
Says, where's Kevin Owens? I don't know.
The KO show. I'm sure he's going to be around.
He's out there doing something.
There's Apollo.
Matthews.
Now, is Apollo going to wrestle Andrade for the title? Is that kind of where they're building that towards?
Maybe. Matthew says 1-800-94-JENNY.
Oh, my Lord. Jenny Jones or Jenny Craig? Which one?
That's funny. Janelle says Sasha Banks been saying she wants to face Bayley for the title. Which surprises me, but you have to put one of them babyface.
Andrade just got smacked in the face. Here, hold me, baby.
I think that's what she told what's her face, Charlie. Here, hold me, baby.
Is he giving him a title shot? There it is. Tonight we got the title match. Woo! Apollo Andrade tonight.
He's like, I'll take it. Nice. Oh, hey, look at Simone Joe out there.
That's what she said. Oh, we got told that earlier.
Oh, I didn't know it was that Joe.
You just thought it was some strange Joe.
Yeah, random Joe.
Mojo, maybe?
Sure, there's all kinds of Joes. No idea. Matthew says, Luke, about damn time you moderate. What the hell do you think you're doing in here? Just kidding, boss. Right? As Luke's like, I dealt with Aaron. Good deal. Thanks. I was getting tired of him, too. It was like, I remember that.
Oh, the craze?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It was a long time ago.
Right, that's funny. Oh, what?
Pretty sure Ayla would have been in maybe high school at the time.
Oh, Matthew's telling Bill McMahon to say, you tell me, McMahon, where Kevin Owens is. What'd you do to him? Just kidding. We got Harry in the chat, or Hank, whichever way you want to call him. Hey, bud. He says, howdy. How are you doing? Good to see you in here. We got Jake Hager in the chat also. Hey, Jake.
I like seeing
nice
Jake
to see you back. He says, what did I just saw? You just saw Zelina Vega with her hooker boots on, getting all up in the face.
Her boots are something else. And now she's going to have to be out there again later tonight. She's got to be in the back with her feet up.
She's like, all right, I can't stand on these any longer.
She's literally got like 5-inch boots under her toes and like 12-inch boots under her heels.
Matthew says,
some great platforms.
This has been a hardcore few days. I'm only missing broken tables. Yeah, that's all. Just some broken tables. I don't think we broke any tables this weekend. Ayla says, she accused me of hanging with Jeff when Jordan got invited to go hunting with him 1 year on Jeff's parents' property. Stupid.
There.
Right? Like, who would want Jeff, right? like, seriously? You're just like, ew.
Thanks.
Blech. 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 Excuse me. I'm so sorry. So bad. So bad.
There's the Messiah right there. That's what they're talking about.
It was like, speaking of being able to cook, I don't know what the fuck to make for dinner. How about Jordan make dinner?
Cheerios.
Cheerios. What the fucking Cheerios? Here's your fucking cereal without milk. Like it. Matthew's like, seriously, thank you, Wrestling Gab.
Woo! Yeah.
Seriously, thank you, Matthew.
Thanks for hanging out with us.
We appreciate you.
We missed you the last week.
Yes.
It was like 3 days, right? Was he? Because he's here last Monday.
Yep. We missed you being around. Jake says, what did I just saw? We answered that one. Vincent says, Ayla, when did you leave the hospital? And Ayla's like, yesterday at 1 p.m. Mountain Time.
Yeah, she had it her Saturday. I'm really bad at that.
She had
Babies or its until they're like 2.
You're it. You're just a fucking it.
Well, she had it around like 1 o'clock in the morning. Then she got home at 1 o'clock the next day afternoon. That's not bad.
No.
It's pretty efficient if you're into efficiency.
Because they went to the hospital around what?
Oh,
9?
that's up next.
The triple threat match is up next.
What?
Asuka, Shayna Baszler, and Jax.
The 25th anniversary for Triple H was just dumb.
It was so fucking stupid.
I couldn't handle it.
I literally wanted to turn the TV off so I didn't have to look at it anymore. It was so idiotic with dumb fuck out there. Ugh.
Well, it was like a roast.
Right? Harry says, I'm doing pretty good. Well, that's good to hear, buddy. That's awesome. Mason says, I'm happy that Ada is in here demanding and being weird. Same with Aaron because he's Aaron. Well,
Boom.
I think you said that because now he's in there again.
Aaron is?
Yeah.
Aaron.
Great. 5 messages all in a row. Awesome. Dickwad. Janelle says, people are criticizing Velveteen Dream, saying that he going through the same thing Enzo Amore went through.
Yeah, what happened there? Didn't he get like a sexual assault charge? Or like, well, I don't want to just say that. I probably shouldn't have said that. It was not responsible of me. But there's some sort of charge or something against him. What was it?
Because according
What's the
to
allegation?
some of the stuff that we've heard, it's what Travis said, is some kind of sexual assault of some kind.
Well, with
But is
kids.
that
It was somebody
true?
under like 17 or 16 or something.
Right.
That's
So
why,
is that true? Is that what really happened?
something like naked pictures to somebody under 17.
Right.
That's what it was. So not an assault, but whatever they call that. It might still be called that. Lewd behavior. But he said somebody else used his account.
Oh, right. If that's the case, then it would have happened multiple times during that, not just once. Or just like, oh, I got caught. You know, like, sure. Mason says, I'm happy, blah, blah, blah. And Harry says, I'm doing pretty good. Ayla says, I wasn't even there. It was Jeff, his dad, and Jordan. And Jenna says, the criticizing and that. We already got that. Matthew says, Ayla, you're a true example of a woman. Now give me a Claire's. Mason says, the best cereal is Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
It's up there for sure. I like that one, and I like Captain Crunch.
Peanut butter.
Peanut butter Captain Crunch is also on another level.
But I couldn't even tell you what. I know it's not Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It's not one of my favorite cereals.
Oh, that's good, though. That's a game changer.
I'm trying to think what I really like a cereal that I'm like, I just love this cereal. Probably Fruity Pebbles.
Fruity Pebbles is really good.
I used to like to eat them in a glass with milk.
There's also chocolate pebbles or
the Cocoa Pebbles.
Cocoa Pebbles.
Yeah, I've never had the Cocoa Pebbles. They just look
Those
gross.
are really good.
Really?
Yeah.
Mason's like, me too. Starlight Glimmer says, Andrade's voice sounds like voice actor J.B. Blanc, who voices Bane in some of the Batman films. And J.B. Blanc also voices Kano in Mortal Kombat 11 last year.
Huh.
Well, that's pretty cool.
But his voice sounds like that?
As Mason says, oh God help me, because Aaron was back in the chat, but Luke took care of him again. Luke's like, I just made 3 pounds of pulled pork with a homemade barbecue sauce, homemade potato salad, bacon wrapped hush puppies, and a homemade strawberry cheesecake. Wow.
What's a hush puppy? Is that a sandwich?
No, it's like a potato thing, like a.
I was thinking like a
deep-fried
slushy.
potato ball or something. Some kind of potato thing. We got Brandon in the chat. Hey, Brandon.
Hey, Brandon. What you doing?
Nice to see you, buddy.
You still working?
Yeah. How many shifts you been working?
You got to be rich by now, right?
Right, you got to be rich. Save all that money, bitch. Save it. Don't be spending on your living whatever she's supposed to be. Get rid of that. Bill says they need to promote Velveteen Dream to the main roster. Not after what that was happening.
Well, they got to figure out what's happening.
What's happening ain't gonna happen now. Matthew's like, Dream was allegedly sending explicit pics to minors. So that's what we heard too. So Matthew's saying that too. Bill's like, lacking those big attention grabbers. Brandon's like, no, it was all set up. He wasn't charged at all.
Well, that's good. Oh, look at Trish Stratus coming in there.
Brandon's like, I know everything and anything about the certified stud. Matthew's like, there's like 3 or 4 people coming out. It's an attack. Matthew says, Luke, explain that sauce. Explain the homemade barbecue sauce and explain the hush puppies to Travis. Luke, you can't just come in here and tell us stuff and then run away. Oh, Stephanie's having a meltdown with Triple H. Yeah. How dare you cheat on me, you bastard. She's throwing in April. She's having an April.
I wonder if that's what provoked her to get a boob job.
Probably.
She's like, he's really into Trish. My turn.
Right? Luke's like, hush puppies are fried dough inside a potato crust fried ball. There you go. Don't make that face.
I was trying not to yawn.
I know, but it made it look like you were making like, oh, that's a gross face.
Oh.
If you still ate gluten, you'd probably really like them because they're potatoes. They're just deep fried potato parts. Matthew says, hush puppy is like a munchkin from DD, only more fitting for the dish. It's typically paired with seafood. Mason says, wait, Dream sent naked pics to minors? That's what supposedly is happening, but Brandon says that it really didn't, that it was all a setup.
And Brandon knows everything.
I don't know if Brandon knows everything, but he says he knows everything and anything about the certified stud. Not sure I would look at Velveteen Dream and think stud, but hey, whatever. But Matthew says, what, Trish? I need stratisfaction. We've got Blythe, the fitness coach, in the chat. Hey, Blythe. Nice to see you in the chat tonight. Saying, yeah, what the hell, Hunter? Yeah, right? Pfft, you lying, cheating bastard.
Are you really a fitness coach? I just had to ask that question.
There you go. I always ask the questions.
I want to know if he's really a fitness coach, because that'd be pretty cool.
And if so, please give us pointers about everything. Just kidding. I'm kidding. Jeez, Travis, get your panties out of a bunch. Looks like, Matthew, it's sugar, honey, cinnamon, cayenne, wasabi, and vinegar. That is his homemade barbecue sauce. Matthew says, stratisfaction for $1 Canadian dollar, Christian and Y2J.
The Canadian dollar.
The Canadian
It's like
dollar.
80 cents.
It's like not even close to $1. Looks like they're good. Long John Silver's makes amazing hush puppies.
We ever had one of those here?
I don't think we've ever had a hush puppy here. We may have.
A Long John Silver.
Oh, a Long John Silver?
Didn't we used to have one at the mall?
No.
Next to what was it, wagon wheel? Wasn't that what that was
Chuck
called?
wagon?
Yeah, wasn't that what
North's
that was
Chuck
first?
Wagon? I don't remember it if it was. I never went.
Asuka's in there telling us something that we don't already know.
That she's amazing? That she's yelling and screaming at us? In Japanese? Yay!
Here she comes, Nia Jax. She's back. The irresistible force.
She has said, did someone say puppies? Ooh, want to see mine?
What?
We are not a porn site. Or are you talking about little puppies like dogs? Like small animals?
What's that guy that Ron White? When a girl asks if they want to see your boobs, it's like, it's when you've seen one pair, you want to see them all. It's like, it don't matter. You want to see my boobs? Yep. Okay, roll them back up.
Right. Matthew's like, wasabi in Ireland? Blasphemy. Looks like, Matthew, I order my wasabi. Do you order the real wasabi that you
like
pay
$100 an ounce?
I think it's more like $3, but yeah.
It's $100. It's like $118 an ounce.
For like actual wasabi?
Like real wasabi.
Not green colored horseradish. Just questions. A&W, I guess, has hush puppies. I've never had them, so.
There's Baszler going right after Asuka. We'll have to see how this one unfolds.
Luna Morrison is in there saying, "Sis, have you gone mad?" Wanting to show her puppies everywhere. We've got Richard Charlton in the chat. Hey, Richard. Nice to see you in the chat.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
I'd like to see people in here.
Travis, I have delayed reaction syndrome. Don't mind me.
I was watching Asuka get beat up. She's getting beat up by both of them.
Oh, is
One
she?
at a time, yeah.
Wow.
Baszler just kicked her
That
out.
didn't
Oh,
happen
there,
too
Baszler
much.
kicked Nia.
Well, after Asuka kicked her and got her all, whatever you want to call it.
Weakened.
Yeah, that's it.
Loosened her up.
Distracted and weakened.
Like
Mason's like, I remember Long John Silver. Dude, it went out of business.
Yeah, that's
Did it
what I
go
was
out of
thinking
business?
too.
I don't think so. They're still around. I see commercials for them. They just probably aren't in our area. Looks like Long John Silvers are still around, yeah. Bill says, Bianca and Liv need to not job and join this group of competitors. There you go. Sure.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what they're doing with Liv, and I don't know what they're doing with Bianca right now. Like, she's just kind of with the Street Profits.
Right. And
Which
Luke
brings down their
says,
street cred.
I pay $180 every 2 or 3 months to have authentic wasabi delivered. Well, at least you know what authentic wasabi is and how much it costs.
Yeah, it's kind of expensive.
Definitely not the stuff that they feed you in places around, here in the United States, unless it's like some high-end Oriental restaurant that you pay like a lot of money for stuff.
Look at the power. She's going to throw the ladder up over the top.
She's just tossing ladders all around.
Now, is that strength or height? Because she's pretty tall, too.
I think it's kind of a little, maybe of both.
Really
but
don't
not
feel
a
like
lot.
the ladder's that heavy.
The ladders aren't that heavy.
Maybe 30,
awkward.
30 pounds.
Just kind of awkward. Richard
Aw,
Charlton
shit.
wants to know, what did I miss?
You haven't missed much. We've had one match. This is the second match of the evening. We had a 6-man tag team match earlier. Look at that. She didn't even throw the freaking ladder outside the ring onto him.
She's just like, yay. She's like, I hate you bitches.
Yeah, we had a triple threat match. Aleister Black, Rey Mysterio, and Apollo Crews versus, who do you have? Austin Theory, Andrade, and Angel Garza.
Yep.
And then Apollo ended up pinning Andrade, and now Andrade and Apollo are wrestling later tonight for the United States Championship. So we might have a new United States Championship by the end of the night.
Ooh, yeah.
Andrade. And Zelina Vega's boots. You missed her boots.
Yeah.
They're like a 12-inch platform.
And
they're huge.
Is this the second match of the night then?
This is the second match of the night.
So now we have the triple threat match between Asuka, Nia Jax, and Shayna Baszler happening.
The Bays. So did she win? Or did they just start music because they can't?
I don't know what's going on. I guess that's a winning situation. I didn't even know that was a ability to win like that. That's cool, I guess. Maybe because it was a disqualification because she brought a ladder into it.
Maybe. That would make sense. So
she kind of just
lost. Wait, hold on. A triple threat match, you can't get a disqualification.
Okay, well, I don't know what happened, but Bobby Lashley is up next.
Well, who doesn't want to see that?
And Harry is like, was that the match? I
guess it was the match. You know, Shayna Baszler matches haven't had an ending. Is there something going there? Like they just don't want it her matches to have an ending?
I guess not. Matthew says a double arm choke slam into the turnbuckle. Yeah. We got Mr. Awesome in the chat. Hey, Mr. Awesome. Say what's up.
What's up?
Matthew's like, Mr. Awesome, is Mike your father? And Mr. Oppen says, nah, that would be awesome. Celestia will be back, though. Could be an hour. Got some business to attend to. Ooh. All right. Well, hhopefully we'll see you later.
I'll see you.
And Mason's like, remember Blockbuster? Yeah.
Blockbuster.
Rose
Video.
Do you remember American Video?
I don't think they would.
I don't think it was just in our area. I'm pretty sure it was.
Jason Morgan's parents owned it.
Did they? Oh, I thought that was everywhere. What's the other one that was everywhere?
It could have been a Great American Video. I don't know. They could have just owned the ones here, like the franchise rights.
Right. I just thought Great American Video was everywhere. My bad. See, Matthew says, Liv was working a lesbian angle. Real wasabi is like the Asian truffle. I'm an ignorant American and processed cheese is still real to me. Damn it. They like it over there too, Matthew. I've seen it. They like processed cheese a lot. They put it on their ramen. It's weird and gross. Don't do it.
Are you talking about like Velveeta?
Mm-hmm. Or Kraft cheese singles.
Is there a better cheese than Velveeta?
Yeah, real cheese. Like
What's
not
that
processed.
mean?
Meaning that it's not processed with added things to it.
Okay. I said, is there a better cheese?
Yes, it's called
Not healthier.
cheddar cheese.
Cheddar is better
Medium
than Velveeta.
cheddar cheese is way better than
So
Velveeta.
if you cut a little square of each and bit into it, you would say that the real cheese is better.
Oh God, yes. I would.
You'd be, that's 1%er.
Me.
She's a 1%er.
I would say it is, but
I could have literally
I
ate
know a lot of
a
people
whole
really
block of that Velveeta
Blech.
by myself when I was younger.
Right? I don't know. People like that. I don't know. It sounds like
It's
something
soft,
that might. Yeah.
And you can melt it and eat it on potato chips.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
the harder ones, like the corn style
Right.
stuff. Yummy.
Yeah, that you can make a cheese sauce with it. I've done
Yeah,
it.
you can put
and
hamburger
stuff.
in it or on it.
Yes. Yes.
What's that called? A burrito?
Nachos?
Nachos. A nacho. Boom.
Nacho. Bill says they're really pushing Zelina Vega's group the past few weeks.
Yeah, it makes you wonder if it's just because they don't have a lot of wrestlers on hand or if they're really using
Pushing
them. Like
them.
they really like them.
Well, maybe he is a title winner, so Andrade is.
Andrade.
So,
And he is Mr. Flair.
Yeah.
Almost.
Almost.
They're almost married.
Right? Getting there. Matthew says, what? Second match? Do we still have 2 hours?
Still 2 hours
Mode
left.
on. Yeah.
Last
still
week
2
we had
hours.
11 matches on the card. This week we're 2 matches in. And I don't even know if you'd call that a match. I don't know who won. I can't even mark it. Nyack, she's the last woman standing.
Right? I guess. I have no idea. Bill
There was not even a
says-
referee.
Right. Bill says Street Profits should be getting Zelina's airtime. I don't know. As long as we don't have to see Bianca Belair out there with them, I'm
Yeah,
okay with
I'm
it.
kind of upset that they put those guys together because I really liked the Street Profits.
By themselves.
And I'm not a
without
huge
her.
fan of Belair, so it's kind of subtracting my interest from the group.
Yeah.
And I hope they don't keep it up.
Matthew says Shayna is working an angle with no story. Right? Like she's just mean and angry and
Who is
mad. Shayna Baszler.
Oh, yeah, and no matches. Her matches don't end.
Right?
And there's another one. Prime
Another
example.
weird one.
Well, who was going to lose that match? 2 of them they're pushing, and they don't want to have Asuka just lose. So that it makes sense that they're not going to lose. Look at Lana.
See, Mason remembers
She's like,
American Video, Family Video, Blockbuster, although Family Video is still around.
Yeah, we had a K&B Quick Stop here, and it still has videos.
Yep, they still have videos. We still have it with videos. Luke says, real cheese of any flavor is infinitely better than Velveeta, except when making total dip. Then Velveeta is perfect, right? I mean, it depends on what you're
It
using
looks like she has
Velveeta
a
for.
clown outfit on.
Maybe she's going to the circus.
Like a circus outfit,
Maybe
but
she
glittery.
wants to be a genie because of her hair.
She's pretty enough to be a genie.
He's like, I'm trying to focus on the match, but when I turn around and see you, I just can't.
And then I lose
anymore.
focus and I lose the match because you're so pretty. Now get out of here. You're dragging him down, Lana.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Go back with Oh, wait, Rusev's not even in the company anymore.
Matthew's like, we used to get $20 together and rent movies and drinks. Velveeta is the better tasting government cheese. A little burrito.
Do they even give Velveeta out in the government cheese properties?
Travis is more ignorant than me.
Fact, but I don't know what we're talking about.
He was talking about your food issue, about not knowing what nachos were called. You're like a burrito?
I know it's something that way.
Oh, it's fun.
I was in the right genre.
I was in the Mexican food genre. I was close.
You can get it at Taco Bell.
That's not Mexican food.
It's a Bel Grande. I used to eat those like they were going out of style.
Right? Matthew says Velveeta is the better tasting government cheese, is what he said.
I know, but do they give that out as a government cheese?
I have no idea.
In the food boxes or whatever?
I don't know. I've never gotten one, so I wouldn't know. Oh, Matthew's like, lots of love. Ayla's like, I like sharp white cheese, real cheese, but different types of cheese are for different things. Excuse me.
The one I like is kind of whitish and has like peppers in it.
Pepper jack cheese.
And it's really good.
Yeah, it's very mild. It's a Monterey cheese. It's Monterey Jack cheese, and it's very mild, but the peppers make it spicy.
But I haven't had cheese in like 4 years.
Yeah, Matthew says total dip, and Luke's like Rotel dip. I was like, hey, Ayla, I was about to summon you, LOL. And Ayla's like, you did.
That Rotel stuff, that's what you do, right?
Yeah, with the Velveeta.
Like a can of Rotel. Yeah, pour it in there and put the cheese in it and melt it.
Tomatoes and peppers. Yeah, and then you eat it with chips. Yeah.
And meat.
Yeah, it's like the con queso, the salsa con queso that I get in a jar that you make it yourself instead of getting it in a jar. This is like provolone is cleaner and tastier.
There is another woman referee.
Nice.
By the way.
Oh, hey, yeah, there is. She's different. I haven't seen her.
How is this
We've got Walter in the chat. Hey, Walter.
How is this not advertised?
How?
So the other girl gets pulled up to the main roster. They make it a big deal. This one, number 2's just nothing.
Nothing. Say hi to Walter.
Hey, Walter.
There you go. Mason says, I summon Moses.
I'm in the middle of a rant, Walter. Sorry.
Mason's like, I summon Moses if you get the reference.
Because he splits it like the Red Sea.
And Walter's like, Ayla.
Or the burning bush.
Nice baby, take it easy. Right? And Ayla's like, sorry. Laughing.
There's a spear. Dunzel's done. 1, 2, and 3.
Luke's like, why can't I just outright ban someone? I have no idea. Mason wants to know how many accounts Aaron has. I have no idea. Mason's like, Luke, report Aaron and keep banning him. Matthew's like, Walter, Ayla is a woman of a different breed. As Ayla said, you can make a lot of accounts. You sure can. All you need is a whole bunch of emails.
I think it works best if you just hide them. Because then they can continue to comment, but you can't see it. But they don't know that they're not seen.
Oh, is that how it works?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I read that somewhere.
Oh. Well, he does hide them, so. But. Yeah.
Look at last week. Ruby Riott lost to Liv Morgan, which was one of the biggest surprises of the evening.
It was. It was very
Ruby
surprising.
Riott was pushed as a champion before Ronda Rousey got there.
Mm-hmm.
And then Ronda Rousey embarrassed her. But I figured that was just because she needed those shoulder surgeries.
Mm-hmm.
And so she went away. I figured when she came back, it would be huge.
Right.
But she just happened to come back when Liv was getting pushed harder, and she just happens to be prettier and blonde-ish. Pink. I don't know what.
Purplish. Grayish.
Prettier.
Yeah, that's it. Mason.
Although Brandon loves Ruby Riott's look.
Yeah, he does. Matthew said, Walter, Ayla is a woman of a different breed, and Ayla's like a dog, Matthew?
Yeah, you're more like golden retriever.
And he's like,
and he's used to bulldogs.
You're better than a liar. Walter's like, sorry I was late. Oops, that's all right, Walter. Life happens, buddy. Hopefully everything's all right.
Walter's showing up when he leaves.
I know, right? It's like, I'm supposed to be leaving right now. It was like, right, Mason? My package
I'm leaving at 9:05.
As Mason says, Matthew, Ayla is the man. And Ayla's like, right, Mason? My package is hefty.
I have to get her a shirt that says the man.
Looks like I have hidden him, but I keep seeing him come back every 5 minutes. Yeah, because he comes back with different names, Luke. That's why. Has nothing to do with the ability to hide him. We've got Vladimir in the chat. Hey, Vladimir. Says, I just walked my dog. Nice. Sweet.
A dog of a different breed.
I'm glad that dog went for a walk. It was probably enjoyable.
It's probably nice to get out, too. Sounds like they're going to start legalizing outside in different parts of the country on the 1st. Mm-hmm. Some places not until like the 15th.
Mm-hmm.
But I think where we're at, they're gonna start legalizing outside on the 1st.
Yay, outside time.
Which is Friday.
Yay. I can go outside anyways, but yay, outside. Walter's like, on Wednesday night, I will be here on time for AEW 8 p.m.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for AEW. I really do like AEW. It takes me back to my youth. And it's not just because of Jim Ross and Tony Schiavone either. It's just the whole style of the wrestling. It's just old WCW stuff. Before WCW went downhill, too.
Right.
Like, so early 90s WCW, late 80s NWA style wrestling. Which I should probably watch NWA because I'm pretty sure they do the exact same setup.
Walter's saying, I can stay until 9:45 p.m.
Woo!
Well, I'm glad that you're giving us that time frame.
Hey, don't you have to go back to work tomorrow?
Is tomorrow work day?
Was Tuesday?
I think so.
Or was he through Tuesday that he was off?
Until Tuesday?
I couldn't remember if it was through or.
I don't remember either.
I got a till and potatoes tomorrow.
You do get a till and potatoes tomorrow.
We were going to do it today, but we were worried that the wind was going to be like 50, 60 miles an hour.
Ew. Definitely not fun out there.
That didn't happen. And it's clear. You can see it cleared up. I want a bucket of chicken. That little girl on that commercial. I want a bucket of chicken.
Mason said, Luke, hiding the channel name means they're banned forever, but they can still make other accounts and come back. Ayla's like, Travis, did Dalitha tell you my younger sister, Cyan, had her baby the same day as me, also Abel's birthday?
So, yes, I heard something about that. Now, did she have her, like, did she really have it Saturday or like a year before, 2 years before, 5 years before?
Well, yeah, like the same day?
Or did you have it both in 2020?
Yeah, there you go. That's the question.
Because that would be extreme.
Right?
And it's kind of weird that her grandpa has the same birthday.
Matthew says, AEW is lucky that the virus ensued. AEW is weeding out their talent. True that. Mesa says, New Japan and Lucha Underground before it got canceled are my favorite.
I've never watched Lucha. I record it, but I've never actually watched it. They had Guerrero on there. Chavo. Guerrero on there. And I watched that one, if I remember right. But it was kind of crazy. Those guys were jumping off the top of like roofs and stuff when I was watching it. It was a long, long time. It was like 5 years ago, 3 years ago.
Walter says, yes, Tuesday I work and Thursday. So
She said 2020, huh?
Yeah, so Abel has 2 granddaughters born on his birthday, same exact day in 2020. Wow. So whose is older, yours or hers?
So they're like twins-ish.
So who got to pop out their baby first?
You know what? Let's
Did you beat her?
Let's look at craziness for a second. He's got 2 grandkids that are born on the same day. So does your grandma, because Jacob and Chelsea were born on the same day, and they're not twins.
But they're siblings. That's even different. That's even more crazy.
I think it's all crazy. It's funny that there's 2 in the family that Ayla's related to.
Right?
Only Ayla's related to this.
Right, to them.
She's the only link, but still.
Right.
Like her brother and sister were born on the same day, and then her
child and her
cousin were born on the same day.
Well, it's her half-sister, so it would be her niece.
No, but the kids are cousins, is what I meant. Indigo and her cousin were born on the same day.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
Her kid and her sister's kid, are
right.
cousins, yeah. Mason says, low-key off topic, but when I'm 21, I want to get a part-time job as a bartender on the weekends while I'm an electrician.
There you go.
All right, why not?
Cruising the chicks. You know, you can do it at a busy place, but the best bars to work at are the quiet ones that just have alcoholics. Like right? The older guys.
Yeah. They tell you some stories.
That was the kind of bar I wanted to open. Me and Colby almost bought a bar a couple different times.
Yeah.
And we just never did. I would have had to sell some rentals at the time. And looking back, we probably should have.
If Even with the crap that's happening now.
It'd have been fine.
Because you know those people
Once
come
you
back.
once you own the liquor license, it doesn't matter. Those things are the gold mine.
Right.
The rest of it's you move it if you have to. If you can't pay your rent or whatever it is.
Right. Walter says, they reopened restaurants and movie places. I didn't go in. I stayed home being safe. Well, that's your choice, Walter.
Yeah, where are you at, Walter? Because is that Georgia?
I think so.
He is in Georgia, that's right. They opened everything. You can go to the gym there. Georgia's like, we don't care.
Ayla's like, fun.
Australia opened up.
Ayla said her baby is older. Oh, she had her baby close to midnight, huh?
So you guys were both there? Like at the same time? Or was it in a different city? And how can hers be older when you had yours at 1 o'clock in the morning?
Well, it was 1:54.
Oh.
It's almost 2.
So a 2-hour window? That's pretty funny.
Right. Ayla says Jordan's birthday is on the 24th. Oz is the 26th, and Indigo are 25th. Haha, 24th, 25th, 26th. But different months. So.
Yeah.
It'd be weird if it was all the same month. That would be weird. Matthew said, Mason, focus on being an electrician. Don't go to the dark side.
There it is. That might just be it. Liv might be done.
She gonna win this time?
2, and no.
Oh, she got
kicked
out of it. Damn.
Ruby's like, that was my move. That's all I had. Like a ripcord. Kick. Bam!
So it's funny that Luke was talking about how he made pulled pork. I made carnitas. Yum, 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 yum. But I didn't make actual tacos with it. I made pork carnita bowls instead, so I made rice.
Yummy.
It was really good. Let's see. Mason says, I have the same birth date, not year, but same birth date, and I have the same birthday with Clint Eastwood, and that's an honor.
That is pretty cool.
Matthew says, alcohol is recession proof.
It is.
Mason's like, I will, Matthew, but I want extra money and bartending is fun. Ayla says, no, Cyan is in Blackfoot. Oh, so she's in Blackfoot, huh? Cool. Mason says, I go to this bar named The Interlude with my dad all the time, and it's a quiet bar, and the people are very nice, and they are older people. Yeah.
I have an ex-coworker / friend that owns a bar up in right down below Yellowstone. It's on the highway. What's the name of the city right before Yellowstone? Super famous.
Oh, man, honey, I don't remember.
You serious?
Seriously.
Island Park.
There you go, that one.
They own a bar in Island Park. And so I need to
Wow.
get up there and see him.
Liv won, huh?
Of course she did. They're not going to have Ruby win. They're pushing Liv, but I don't know where they're pushing her to. The women's division is so deep on Raw at the top. I guess you would say top heavy. It's like Charlotte. I mean, they had to move Charlotte off of it. That's how heavy it is at the top with Becky. Mm-hmm. And then they're trying to push the other ones like Baszler and Nia now that she's back.
Right.
That I don't know how they're going to find room for Liv Morgan up there. They're going to have to keep her down here, letting that feud simmer.
Yeah. They're going to ask her. So
They're going to let her talk.
they're going to let her talk to you.
This is where she's handicapped. So she still doesn't know her character development yet?
I guess.
She just literally said, I'll figure it out 4 or 5 times in a row.
Yeah, poor girl. That's sad. They put her on the spot
And
after
it's
her
just-
performance.
It's bad.
That's funny. Walter's
Just go look
telling-
pretty and don't say anything.
Walter's saying, Indigo, nice name, cool picture. Ayla, how much does the baby weigh? And Ayla's like 7.4 pounds and she was 20 inches long.
That's 2 inches longer than your son. Is she going to be taller? She'll be the basketball player.
And Walter says, I'm an uncle and I have a nephew and a niece. Oh, that's awesome, Walter. Nice.
That is cool.
Walter's like, okay, nice, Ayla, congrats. Matthew says, I can barely hear a Winnie skank. What?
Old Winnie's skank.
Whiny skank? I can barely hear whiny skank. Matthew, are you talking about Liv Morgan? Mason's like, I'm an uncle and I got 3 nephews and 1 niece, and I have 1 sister who I don't know, and she was adopted by a different family, and she has 3 or 4 kids, so I have a lot of nieces and nephews. Damn, Mason.
There's a lot going on there.
Ayla's like, I don't know, maybe we're all short. Maybe. I don't know, 20 inches is
it's a good length.
Pretty good length for a baby. 17 is just very short. Matthew said yes, he's talking about Liv. I can barely hear a whiny skank.
That's too much. Are you telling her to shut up too? I think Ayla was talking about herself and her family, and Mason's like, I'm 5'11". And he can dunk.
Nobody was talking about Mason being short. Uh-oh, Luke's coming to Liv's rescue. You better leave Liv alone or I'll fight or ban you, or both. Yeah, don't be picking on Liv. Luke likes her.
Liv looks great. I have no problem with Liv.
Nobody said her looks weren't nice. It's just when she opens her mouth you have a problem. You're just like, what?
She tries.
Are there words?
I don't know. It would be hard to be a wrestler for that reason, to do your interviews and stuff. But I think you could pull it off. But you would have to literally work at it 24 hours a day. Constantly be talking in the mirror. Constantly be talking in microphones.
Yeah.
And then just learn the, what do they call that? The delivery?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what you have to learn, the delivery.
Yes. That's very
When
true.
to say it, why to say it.
Oh my gosh.
Not to mention the rest of your life. And most of these young people are on the internet most of their life, so they're not practicing all that stuff.
I don't know how to talk to people in their face. Matthew said, God bless me with good looks, but shortchanged me $1.70 on a roll of dimes. Matthew's like, Luke, I can't drink enough courage to deal with you. It's terrifying on so many levels.
The Messiah. It must be Monday night. Live. Next week? Live?
Next week?
Yeah, they're going to do like live recorded for a while.
Yeah. Huh. Okay.
I don't know when they're going to do their pay-per-view, if that's actually going to be live or if they're going to record that a little bit beforehand. I had it all written down because they do have their schedule released.
Well, that's good,
Is
I
that
guess.
a dog having a dream?
I don't know. Is it one of ours?
Yeah, it's ours. I think it's probably Meg. She has weird dreams.
She has some weird dreams, and she's really weird.
They're still going through Triple H's 25th anniversary stuff. Number 6. He beats Mankind.
Well, it's better than having to watch what's his face up there talk.
Joe?
No. What they did
Byron
on Friday.
Spencer. Oh, God. Yeah.
That was horrible. Looks like, LOL, Matthew, I won't say I'm some uber badass, but I'm tall, muscular, and have trained in kickboxing almost 30 years, so. He's like, plus I've done a lot of physical labor, so I'm sturdy. Rolling on the floor laughing. Jeez, guys. Gotta pump up your egos in the chat or what? Jeez. It's like, Mason was like, Luke, my brother owns 2 MMA gyms and was a professional kickboxer. He was in Glory Kickboxing.
Glory.
Ooh. Holy crap.
There's Bailey, so that's got to be Monday. SmackDown Women's, no, Money in the Bank.
SmackDown Women's Championship.
Tamina,
Money
Bailey.
in the Bank. Ooh.
It'd be cool if they gave it to Tamina. I'd be okay with that.
Yeah?
I'd be okay if they give it to anybody but who has it. Literally. I think I wouldn't complain once. Maybe Naomi, just because she hasn't earned it.
Yeah. True.
Since she came back. But before she left, I would have had her as champion.
Definitely.
But I feel like she lost her ability to wrestle.
Yeah, a little, huh? Seems weird.
Whether it's lackadaisical or she literally just forgot. Or maybe she's in pain. Maybe there's an injury or something.
I guess.
Because she's very stuttery. Maybe she's worried about getting hurt.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe she's fighting herself.
But Mr. Luna is saying, I remember 1997. Yeah, like it was yesterday.
Yeah, I was graduating high school.
Right? Looks like I don't have to pump up my ego. This is my lady who is infinitely hotter and sweeter than me. Chose me, so I'm good. Walter says, Money in the Bank at the WWE headquarters. Yeah, on the roof.
It should be interesting. I'm kind of excited for that. I don't like heights, and so I don't know how I'm going to act during the match, but I think I'll be okay. Hey, I went to King Kong and had to stand up by the wall when King Kong was on top of the Empire State Building with Naomi Watts. I had to make sure I was grounded. I was like, holy shit. Well, because the whole room is the screen, so you're outside looking, so I'm like, oh. So I just went and stood by the wall. It's like you're not really on the Empire State Building.
Walter is saying Nia Jax will win all matches. That's who's gonna
Every match.
all the matches.
She's going to be the next Moolah. Look at their face paint. It's very, very bright.
It's very vivid.
Everything else is kind of blah.
It's extremely vivid.
So I guess they got pretty upset that Sarah was let go. So there's a chance they might bring back Sarah
Oh.
and Drake Maverick both, but for different
These
reasons.
guys are upset.
Yeah. Well, he's married to her.
I get that, but I mean, how would that change it, I guess, is my question. Like her husband goes in and cries and whines about it, and all of a sudden it's like, I didn't get it on my own merits. You had to go get it for me.
That's how it happens. That's how a lot of stuff happens in this world.
I get
It's
it
who
to
you
a
know.
certain degree, but I don't know.
It's not what you know, it's who you know.
For a woman who goes out there and is like, look at all these animals I can kill by myself. It's like, can't she fight her own battles?
Do you think Shane McMahon's a good wrestler?
I have no idea, is he?
I mean, that crazy shit, jumping off the cages. I mean, he's exciting.
I guess, yeah.
But
I
is he only good because his dad?
don't know.
Well, so if you have a billionaire dad, you'll jump off the top of a cage through a table?
I guess. Sure.
No.
I don't know.
Just saying that he could have made it on his own. Look is he coming back? Oh, Jinder Mahal's back, and I
Up
can't
next.
listen to the music.
Me.
Oh, I'm so excited. Jinder Mahal next. The modern day Maharaja.
Woo! I wonder if he's going to be the same character.
I'm sure he would be. They had it written up there like he was.
Yeah. Matthew said, I'll give you a win, Luke. And Mason said, I was thinking of being a professional kickboxer or my TIE fighter, and I might have, if life doesn't work out how I planned. Maybe. Matthew says, LOL, Luke is a stud. Luke's laughing at Matthew. Matthew says, I'm telling you, Money in the Bank will have helicopter shots.
Right? Hang the briefcase off a helicopter and just let it hover over the ring.
Yeah, see what happens. Matthew, see if anybody gets blown off the top of the...
Maybe that, or one of the divas loses their top.
Ew, terrifying.
And it's live TV. And they're like, oh, we didn't mean for it to
I'm
happen.
so sorry. Her boobs are all out there jiggling around. Yeah. Matthew's like, Nia has heat. Mason says Matthew or Brock Lesnar is going to win. MITB again. LOL.
Oh my gosh.
Walter's like, Seth Rollins, boo, not bad wrestler. Matthew's like, equal rights women. Walter's like, Jinder Mahal is back. Yes.
Oh, so excited.
Matthew's like, I swear, if Vince dumps money on Brock, that will prove the $20 million tree case against Vince.
I don't know what they're going to do with Brock right now. I think they might just keep him off TV until maybe SummerSlam or later.
Maybe.
Which would be wise. And then just have him come back and just dominate somebody. What would be great is if they could bring up a faction that was dominant, that was kind of a heel group, and then they're beating somebody up, like a fan favorite. It's hard because there's not a lot of good baby faces anymore, but just a fan favorite just getting beat up, and then Brock come down and help him. Because that would just throw Brock right over the top. And then he could beat up that faction for a while, and then become champion again.
There you go.
That's the old way to do it. It's the old-fashioned way, but they don't have a lot of good baby faces anymore. It'd have to be Roman Reigns that he come out and help. But the fans hate Roman, so it might not work.
They're like, yeah, beat him up. Oh,
Right.
He's not beating him up. They're working together. Ah! Hate. Luke's giving us some information about Sarah. So he says Sarah Logan actually has a ton of support, and WWE was not expecting it. So they are thinking of bringing her back. Plus, she has been dealing with a reoccurring female issue the last couple of months. Jesus Christ, ladies.
Is it?
Get your fucking shit together. For God's sakes. You got female issues? Fucking Jesus
She's
Christ.
out hunting every other day.
So how could you have female issues?
I mean, unless she's just sitting in the truck. My grandma used to hunt like that. She'd sit in the truck, wait for the deer to come to the truck, and she'd shoot it.
Anyways, he said hints her not being around, so people are saying that it was an unfair firing. Well, sorry to inform you guys, but life isn't fair, so...
No such thing as fair.
No such thing as bad. Matthew says, I love being a combat infantryman and yelling, Allah Akbar. Allahu, Allah. I don't know if I said that right.
I don't even know if you're supposed to be saying that.
Probably not. It's probably some swear words or something.
Right.
Matthew's probably going to get me in trouble and I'm going to be put on the blacklist or something. Matthew's like, Sarah Logan is the four-wheeler of the women's division. Mason's like, Drew is the only good baby face now. And Ayla wants to know, what's a baby face?
A good guy. Like Hulk Hogan in the 80s. Somebody you can rally behind. Now everybody just wants everybody to be a bad guy.
Yeah, it's weird.
So a baby face is the opposite.
Well, it's okay.
A bad guy's a
if they're
heel.
Fun baby face, but most of them are dumb like Roman Reigns, and you're just like, ugh. He makes you want to throw up on a daily basis.
We haven't even seen him for like a month.
I'm okay with that.
Well,
I'm okay with never seeing him again. Dr. Pepper Clark the Skunks in the chat. Hey, Dr. Pepper.
how you doing, boss?
Yeah, I forgot. Randy Orton and Jinder are both in the same roster. Yeah, they are.
Woo.
Totally are now. Matthew says, Travis, you nailed it. Good guys and bad guys tell stories. You appreciate wrestling. That's why I subscribed.
You have to have a good guy, and they just don't have any in WWE.
Not good guys. Like ones that are good at it.
You can have a good guy that's an asshole.
That's what I meant. They're not good at being a good guy,
Right.
though. Like, there for a while, like, Lacey Evans was doing a good job at being a biatch.
Right.
But being a good guy, kind of, like a babyface biatch. It was kind of nice. And then they had to throw her kid crap into it, and now she's, like, major babyface. So bad.
Same.
Makes me so stupid. Ayla Mason's like, Ayla, babyface is where people love you and want you to be good, then you get boring and turn heel.
I think they should have made his comeback
Better, bigger, more exciting when people were in the
big
audience.
surprise after the pay-per-view and just dominate one of the champions. Just beat the shit out of him.
Ha ha ha. Oh, Tozawa looks like he's scared.
I mean, this match shouldn't even last 1 second.
Jinder Mahal's
Tozawa's in trouble.
He's like, I gotta do my warm-up workout. Matthews, everybody answered Ayla, so now Ayla has a whole bunch of answers. She got an answer from you and Mason and Matthew and Luke. So she is well informed now. And Ayla, don't apologize for asking. That's how you learn.
Right.
I ask dumb questions about that all the time.
And my one friends that watch this, they always say that they like watching it because we tell the story of what's happening with the matches because he doesn't watch enough. Like Danny, he doesn't watch it to know the actual stories to what's happening behind it.
Like what's behind all of it, not just the match and
right.
The
so like this one,
doing.
Jinder, we haven't seen for months.
Hell yeah, we haven't seen him forever.
And now he's back.
And he's
just dominating
beating
this
up some
dude.
poor guy named Tozawa.
And Tozawa's good.
He is good. He's just a little dude, so it's kind of weird.
They use him as a stepping stone in the WWE.
Yeah, they're like, here, we need you to be out here to be
He'll have a good offensive moment, I would assume. But.
Let's see, Mason said Ayla, babyface is where, and Matthew said babyface is
Samoa
a wrestler
drop.
that plays by the rules and will overcome adversity through the power of the fans. As Luke said, Ayla babyface is a good guy and Hill is a bad guy in wrestling. There you go. That's the easiest way to look at it. We got Pepper McIntyre in the chat. Hey, Pepper.
Hey, Pepper.
Saying, oh, Lord. What are we all lording about?
Maybe Jinder being back.
The Jinder's back?
Top, that's
or
that's
that
it.
they made him
1, 2, and 3.
Or they made him
So
have
Tozawa had no offense whatsoever.
Poor Tozawa. Jinder Mahal.
That's your modern day Maharaja.
You deserved a way better comeback than that, but that's all right. All right, Walter says, okay, bye. I'm going. I'm tired. See you guys Wednesday.
All right. See you, Walter. We will be here Wednesday.
Stay safe. Wash your hands. Take care. All that good stuff out there.
No movie theaters.
No movie theaters.
Just because you can. I wonder what they're playing in movie theaters.
I don't know. New movie was coming out this Friday. Mm-hmm. Or last Friday or this Friday. Some Friday there's a new movie coming out. It's going to theaters. I think it's a Ben Affleck movie, so it's really not worth seeing.
Batman?
No, not Batman. He's never going to play Batman again.
I know.
He said the alcohol got to him, so he can't play Batman anymore.
So he had to drink being Batman?
I guess so. That's what you call a loser face. And why I've never liked Ben Affleck, and now we know really why.
I want to see that one show that he's in, like Cargo or whatever.
Is that the one on Netflix?
Probably. I just got to take the time to do it one of these days. She's wearing a rattlesnake. Or a python.
It's Angel. He's going to hit on her. Charlie, you're so pretty. Let me talk to you. Mason's like, my statement on what a baby face is the truth. Pepper McIntyre's like, oh Lord. Walter's like, okay, bye. And Mason's like, see ya, Walter. Matthew's like, Ayla, serve the chat.
Oh, there it is.
I swear those look delicious. Are there any houses for sale on your street?
There is.
There's a house for sale on our street.
There's one for sale. It's the second one from the corner. Oh, yeah, there's one for
sale on their street.
Mm-hmm.
There you go, Matthew. You can just live down the street from Ayla and she can make you eclairs. You might have to pay her, though, just saying. It was like, well, I'm just awkward because I literally do not watch wrestling. Do you think I do? That's funny.
You've watched every single wrestling show for the last 9 months almost.
I know, it's terrifying. That doesn't mean I know any more about it.
Well, you don't know the history. I still have to ask
questions. And I still don't really pay much attention. Like, I have things memorized, but I'm just like, yeah, no. Yeah, it's like, actually, I think the house right when you turn down my road is for sale. Yeah, there you go. Mason's like, it's all good, Ayla. I don't watch WWE. But that doesn't mean that that's the only wrestling, Mason. And the gist of wrestling and those basics are in every
storyline?
No.
Like
brand of wrestling, no matter where it is, whether it's New Japan, AEW, Lucha, whatever it is, it still has that basic foundation.
Except for in WWE, they don't do it right.
No, they don't anymore. I've noticed. It's kind of dumb. Pepper McIntyre says yes. Fender Mahal is back. Oh, Jinder Mahal, you mean? The Macro's in the chat. Hey, the Macro.
Hey, Macro.
Says, from the Wrestling Observer, Gerald Briscoe, 73, who has been with WWE since 1984, is the latest name to surface as being released.
Oh, wow. One of the Briscoes.
Wow.
Found Hogan.
Damn.
That's a Hogan trainer.
Jeez. It was like, soon my downstairs apartment will be up for grabs when I'm down with my wrath. Done with my wrath or down with your wrath? Which one? Matthew's like, Ayla, that's because you spend your time in the kitchen like a good woman. Oh, Matthew! I would wash your dishes. Drive-ins are amping up.
I would, you could elaborate on that one too, but I won't.
Matthew!
Because she was obviously in the kitchen pregnant too.
I know! And she was probably barefoot because her feet were all swollen, poor girl. Asshole, Matthew.
That shit's funny, though.
Mr. Awesome says, I stopped watching WWE for a year and I started watching, and Bray Wyatt is a monster and all the awesome guys are back.
Yeah, it's changed. It's getting better during this quarantine stuff, and I don't know if it's going to stay this way when they start having fans, or if they're going to change it again.
Right.
Back to the old way, but it's starting to get better and better. Like I said, last week they had 11 matches. That's impressive.
That is pretty impressive. Matthew said, LOL, Ayla, you're a sweetheart. And he's like, how much? And Ayla's like, F off. I enjoy cooking because I didn't have it growing up.
Right? That's
it's stress relief, plus I can't paint anymore, so I had to switch hobbies. Right? Well, just wait. Your kids will go to school and you'll have a little time to paint again. I was like, I don't know the price. Like, of the downstairs apartment or of the house down the street? Mason says, all I watch is New Japan and NXT, and it is part of WWE, but NXT is great. Mapcrow says, good evening, Mason. What did I miss? So the Mapcrow wants to know what they missed. So why don't you give them a quick rundown of what they missed tonight?
We missed a 6-man tag team match. We had Aleister Black, Rey Mysterio, and Apollo Crews versus Austin Theory, Andrade, and Angel Garza. Apollo ended up pinning Andrade, which set up a U.S. title match for later tonight, which is probably going to be your main event.
Yeah.
Then we had Asuka, Shayna Baszler, Nia Jax.
Nobody knows who won.
Nia beat everybody up at the ladder. I guess they're just setting up for the ladder match on the 10th. Then we had a guy named Denzel versus Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley ran right through him. That match is actually now. I thought it was going to be the main event, and I was way wrong. Liv Morgan and Ruby Riott. Liv Morgan won that one. And then Jinder Mahal is back, and he wrestled Tozawa and beat him. Tozawa didn't even have any offense at all. So we have Jinder Mahal sighting. He's back. And now we got the U.S. title match. Andrade versus Apollo Crews.
That's happening, that United States Championship match is happening right now. Oh my God!
Zelina Vega is walking like an amputee on her feet. She's literally got like,
I can't,
what are those, 10-inch heels? Maybe, are they 12?
I think they're a foot. I can't watch her. I just can't do it. I can't look anymore. Mason's like, Ayla's the rent like $400 a month. And Mason's like, Map Cry, I don't watch WWE, but in the chat, Aaron got banned. Just fun stuff. Matthew's like, correction, Ayla is the madam of the bake shop. Matthew, I don't know if that's better, buddy. Ayla's like, rent that house is probably $700, but to buy it, maybe $150,000. I don't know. Depends on the market. Yeah, I don't know. Ayla's like, both down and done. Math Crow's like, which Aaron got banned, Mason? Matthew's like, Ayla has a rage room. Matthew's like, I'm so sorry. Call the pound because his dog is off the chain.
And here comes Apollo. Who's going to win this one, guys?
I don't know.
Realistically, it's got to be Andrade.
It's going to be Andrade. He's not going to give it up on a Monday night, right?
You never know.
Oh, you don't, but still.
Maybe he doesn't want to go up to Connecticut.
Maybe he doesn't. He's like, I don't fucking want to go there.
I don't want to be at Money in the Bank.
Both Aarons are gone? Question mark. And Mason's like, the dumb, annoying one. Matthew said, yeah, I'm the troll now. Matthew. Mapcrow says, I figured Aaron just went out for a run. Yeah.
Yeah, he's running laps.
Mason's like, or for better clarification, Mapcrow, the liar. Matthew is like, the market is tricky. Hold it if you got it. Mr. Awesome says, which pay-per-view is better, Money in the Bank or Elimination Chamber?
Money in the Bank for me. I like Money in the Bank. It's one of my top 3, I think.
Mm-hmm.
No, 4. It'd be my number 4.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a huge fan of Survivor Series, and after last year's Survivor Series, I'm not even remotely a fan of Survivor Series. And it's the second oldest.
That's funny. Matthew says, things will rebound. Pepper McIntyre
absolutely.
says, Minder fails. The map crow's like, oh, I do recall that, Aaron. He had some Wi-Fi issues. Right? He's like, Ayla, do you have a pool table room? Bill's like, one fall for Jinder Mahal. Ayla's like, I'd be under for a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, but I'm renting from family. Technically, my master bedroom can be a second living room. That thing could be like a whole house.
It's big up there. It's like a condo.
Right.
Like it would cost like $1,000 to carpet that or more.
Oh, I'm sure.
For that room.
I bet they know, because didn't they get like some estimates of carpeting all the rooms or something? That's ridiculous. Matthew's like, the best pay-per-view will always be Vengeance when Y2J became the first undisputed champion.
Is that what pay-per-view that was? I remember it. I just didn't know which one it was. I figured it was a WrestleMania. He beat The Rock and Stone Cold in the same night.
Wow, that's crazy.
Because you knew, like, how the tournament was heading. You knew it was going to be The Rock versus Stone Cold. Mm-hmm. And then Jericho beat, and then Jericho won. You're like, what the? Watch your mouth.
Matthew's like, I'm recession-proof. And Ayla's like, no pool room, haha. Wait, a swimming pool or a bar pool? Either way, no. Right? So Matthew was saying how alcohol is recession-proof, so does that mean he's just alcohol? What? Mason's like, pool tables, like, the game is green with a stick and balls.
Yeah, with the felt.
With the felt. Matthew's like, December 9th, 2001, for the first time in more than 50 years, professional wrestling has one true undisputed champion earlier tonight at the WWE's Vengeance pay-per-view at the sold-out San Diego. Earlier tonight at the sold-out San Diego Sports Arena, Chris Jericho became the undisputed champion of all professional wrestling.
Boom. That's because Vince had bought WCW.
True that.
And they put them together. And then they made up some ugly belt that lasted, like... How long did that belt last? 4 years? 3 years? And then they went back to the splitting of the title.
Right. Ayla said, we were told $2,000 for our bedrooms, so for now we have 70s green carpet, but I can't complain. Yeah, at least that way, it's old, so it's okay. So if you accidentally, can't get a stain out or something, it's not the end of the world.
Not a $2,000
It'd be harder
carpet.
if you had brand new carpet with 2 babies. I would probably have meltdowns constantly. Don't do that on the carpet. Mapcrow says, Matthew, how about King of the Ring in Pittsburgh? The Hell in the Cell Mankind thrown off the cage by The Undertaker. That was a great pay-per-view.
Oh my gosh. And then when he powerbombed him through the cage, that one, obviously the cage wasn't supposed to break, and he fell through the cage onto the mat, bit through his lip. He could stick his tongue through right here. He doesn't remember it. That match was nuts. I like was it WrestleMania where Shane went off the top onto The Undertaker, but The Undertaker moved? That was pretty impressive too. They still show that as a highlight. For not Elimination Chamber, the Hell in a Cell.
Mm-hmm. Matthew says, doll, I'm just cool. Greed is the disease. Hooah! Ayla's like, I know what pool is. I'm just saying. Laughing, I'd like a swimming pool room. Mr. Awesome says, Shelton Benjamin should have won one of the Money in the Bank matches, because when I think Money in the Bank, I think of him almost killing himself.
Right. We got ourselves a hell of a match, though, with Apollo and Andrade. They're on the outside right now beating the shit out of each other. Apollo throws Andrade into the ring. And Andrade just attacks him, hits him in the lower back.
I think I'm dying of a heat stroke.
Apollo just does not miss gym time, does he?
No. I don't think so.
He liked to work out.
Mapco says Minnesota Fats, an old-time professional pool player. What a great name.
Minnesota Fats.
Mason says top 3 pay-per-views of all time for me: 3 Wrestle Kingdom, 2 Royal Rumble, 1 G1 Climax. Matthew says Y2J is still the best because I'm recession-proof through my Jerichoism. There we go. Jerichoism. Mason's like, oh, Ayla. LMAO. Ayla's like, am I confusing? My bad. Still have mush brain. I understood everything you were saying about pool, Ayla. I got it. You wanted a swimming pool room.
In his house.
And Mason didn't specifically say, like, what kind of pool. He just said, do you have a pool room?
A lot of people don't have pool rooms.
So I know what you were saying. I knew exactly where you were coming from.
It's probably less than 1% of Americans have a pool room.
Have a pool room? Like that has a swimming pool?
Yes.
It's like boring when you can just go to the bar. Mason's like, you should have a bar pool room. Macro's like, Travis, he threw him down through the cage and down onto the mat. That was full of thumbtacks.
That match was just nuts. It'd be worth watching again. I probably should watch that. Well, if one of these shows ever gets canceled, we can watch
that one instead. Awesome.
Everybody at home will be excited.
I'll be like, I don't know these people.
His wife was crying in the audience. They kept panning to her, and she's like,
did she think he was dead or something? Or
no, that it was just going to kill him. And then in the back, she was yelling at him in the locker room. And
that's funny.
No more.
Mason says, I love pool. It's fun. Mason's like, now, Ayla, if you want a swimming pool room, the cost would be like $50,000 to $200,000 for buying materials and paying the landlord. Plumber says, did y'all see Jinder return? Yes, we did.
I loved it.
Jinder Mahal is definitely back. I was hoping he had a little more of a
excitement than Tozawa
for it, but that's all right. It was good to see him back, that's for sure.
Got to bring back Heath Slater. Let him go make his name somewhere else and then come back. That's what happened with McIntyre anyways. He made his name somewhere else and then came back.
Oh, did he?
Mm-hmm.
Where did he make his name at?
Impact.
Oh, I see.
I believe it was Impact. Could have been New Japan, but I'm pretty sure it was Impact.
Ayla are mush Marys. Not like that. You have cooties. Andrade is okay, but WWE forced the Attitude Era during the Ruthless Aggression era to force stars. For example, Roman.
Right, and then you get this PG era wannabe, like, I don't know what they're doing now.
Mm-hmm. Matthew said WWE is chasing the dragon.
Were you abused in Mormonism?
Oh, God.
I was just talking about raising them.
I was totally abusing Mormonism, now I know. Can you identify your abuser? Stop the church cover-ups. So weird. Ayla's like, I may have cooties too, I don't know. You probably do have cooties.
They have this exact same commercial for the Catholic Church too.
You did just come from a hospital with a baby, so you probably have cooties.
The ick.
They got the cooties. It's usually where you get the cooties is from the hospital. Mason's like, Matthew, are you in kindergarten talking about cooties? Vladimir's like, so how is 6-man ladder match? There's a 6-man ladder match? What?
Not tonight. It was just a 6-man match. Sorry if I said ladder.
I think you did.
It was just a 6-man match. But I might have said ladder. 6-man tag team.
Matthews.
And it was good. It lasted an hour.
Yeah, it did.
There was one match that first hour. It probably didn't last the whole hour, but there was one match the first hour.
Matthew said, Ayla eclairs nullify your cooties, feed me.
He's like Ryback. Feed me more. Feed me more.
She's going to have to put like some weird care package together for Matthew and send it off to Albuquerque.
I should have taken a left in Albuquerque. Bugs Bunny.
Matthew's like, I'm 36 and coyote free. Superstitions are real. Cutie.
Cootie free, not coyote free.
Cootie free. Oh, okay, cootie free. I like coyote better. That's way more fun. I'm coyote free. Why were you having coyotes over?
We were just talking about Bugs Bunny.
But Mason's like, this is a peaceful stream. That's weird. I wonder how that happened.
Switch that around real quick. No, I'm just kidding.
The map crow's like, I wonder why that is, Mason. LOL. Vladimir's like, will Ryback return soon?
I don't know. He has his, you can watch him almost every single day on his YouTube channel, and you can see him on Instagram, and he never talks about it. I'm pretty sure if it was going to happen, he would at least hint.
Have some information.
Brian Cage is about ready to be back, and that's what I'm excited about. Where's he going to end up? Big old Brian Cage. Athletic, big, strong. If he goes to WWE, he'll be champion within 6 months.
He was like, I don't know, eclairs aren't very good after a few hours. Yeah, they probably are kind of gross.
Yeah, you'd have to do one of those, like, somebody's going there, you send it on their way with them.
Maybe, I guess.
Or like an air trip.
Something. Mason's like, Matthew, you're coyote free, so wherever you go, coyotes aren't near you, right? Girl's like, haha. Matthew's like, then figure it out. I'll PayPal.
He's coyote repellent.
As Luke says, you all are welcome for the peace and calm, LOL. Matthew says, homebrewed grinds is good stuff. Some coffee. Homemade. What are you doing?
Just taking a picture of what we're doing.
Oh. That's fun. It's really warm in this room.
Take your top off.
Ew. I don't think we want my puppies hanging out everywhere.
Apollo with the offense. Is this it? Is this going to be the explosion that gives him the U.S. championship?
Oh, I don't know.
Andrade is pretty clever.
He is pretty clever, and he's got Selena, so she might do something dirty to help. She always does, right?
Belly to belly, release suplex.
It was like, who goes that way that we know, Travis?
Nobody.
Vladimir says, I heard fans coming back soon, Mr. McMahon call.
Yeah, because Florida's going to start opening up. And so I think he's going to just let fans in. I don't know when that's going to happen. Maybe, Connecticut wouldn't have any fans. I was going to say, maybe they'll do something with Connecticut, but they're not even going to do it in a freaking ring. Which makes a lot of sense to me, too. Why not set the ring up outside and let them wrestle outside? It'd be safer.
Right.
Might be windy or rainy or something. Who cares? Look at that standing
Mason
moonsault.
says, there are coyotes everywhere near me, like 50 coyotes in my area.
That's cool. AR.
Matthew's like, Quartzsite is filled with coyotes. And Matthew's also hashtagging puppies. And Fight Island.
There it is. He hits him with this. It's the start of the end. And he did.
Oh, he got him.
Hammerlock DDT coming. Well, first he's going to try to pin him here.
Ooh. He's like, I got to get away.
Now, why is Andrade not just on top of him? He should have hit him with the hammerlock DDT already.
He should be up and
Why is he laying down?
Get him! Get him!
Look, his back's all sorts of beat up.
Yeah, it is. Hapcro's thanking Luke for teleporting the trouble. Matthew's like, it will be like DOD. Mason said, and there are a ton of bobcats, too.
That's cool. We don't have a lot of those, but we do have some.
Not down around this area too much. Coyotes, yes. Bobcats, not really.
Oh!
You probably
Andrade cannot land a move. Can't hit the broadside of a bar. Couldn't hit water if he fell out of a boat.
Right? Jeez Louise. What in the good Lord?
Look at the power. Look at the power. Oh, into a DDT. And Andrade turns it around.
She's like, oh my God, anything.
He's crawling over to him. Hammerlock DDT. This isn't going to work. It's not enough, Andrade. And he kicks out, as I said. That was so close. So watch this. Watch the press. The gorilla press. Then, right into a DDT.
He's like, haha, I got it.
He put his thing down, flipped it, and reversed it.
Ew,
He's nerf.
Put his thing down. That's nasty.
He flipped his thing down and reversed it. He didn't put his thing down. Here it is. Hammerlock DDT. It's over.
Mason's like, oh, and there are cougars like 20 minutes away from me.
I like cougars.
Oh, you like the older women?
I'm more into pumas, but whatever. A puma is somebody that's 30 and older.
That's not what it is.
A cougar's 40 and older.
Ooh.
2. And Apollo almost had him.
Aren't they the same thing?
I don't know. I'm just teasing. You mean in real life, in the animal kingdom?
Yeah.
No.
Puma's not the same thing as a...
I don't know. Maybe it is. I don't think it is, though. But it could be. Could just be another name for it. Because a cougar's a mountain lion. I didn't know a mountain lion was a puma.
Pretty sure it's the same thing.
Look at Apollo pulling him into the corner, setting him up.
Of the world are
He's going aerial.
Things. Pretty sure they call them pumas down in South America. I'm pretty sure it's the same thing.
Those are jaguars.
No.
Are they?
They do have
So Apollo was setting him up for some offense. Andrade climbed up there, broke it up. Now who's going to get the offense off the top? Is it going to be an Andrade? Or is it going to be Apollo?
I don't know.
I think it's going to be Apollo. Here it is.
It's going to have to be because he's like, don't touch my pants.
There he
I don't want
goes.
another wedgie.
Apollo going all the way up. That delay maybe did nothing. Oh, he lands on his feet, hurts his knee. He blew his knee out. Completely blown knee.
Yeah, it's all
shattered.
over the place.
What the hell, referee?
Why is the ref getting involved?
It's the middle of a match.
He's like, his knee is hurt really bad. You can't touch him.
Oh, this horse shit.
It's like, whatever, you freaking dumbass ref. Who brought this guy in?
He's ringing. Why can't they have endings to matches? What is this bullshit? This is what they do with Baszler all the time too. They can't finish. He landed on his feet. Andrade obviously wins, but because I could not finish.
I tried to tell him, but he didn't listen to me. He thinks he knows everything.
Are you talking about the match?
No, I'm talking about that a mountain lion, a puma, and a cougar are the same thing. They're just named different for different areas of the country.
Nobody was arguing.
Or even countries. Not just our country, but countries, other countries. Matthew was like, wait, a gorilla press into a DDT?
Yeah.
Mason was like, cougars by strippers? LMAO. And Jake Hager is like, this is for your brother Terry Crews, Apollo. And Jake's like, wait, what? The map crow's like, okay, I am really confused. Yeah.
I think Terry Crews is like a gunman. But I could be wrong.
Terry Crews is an actor. He's like that big black guy.
Oh, is it?
Terry Crews. Yeah.
Hey, are they related?
Probably not. But you and Jake can be on that page. That's what he was saying. This is for your brother, Terry Crews Apollo.
Their bodies are similar. But, I mean, I think Terry would be like his dad.
Right? The map crow says, okay, I'm really confused. Matthew is like, Travis gets it. I'm not sure what he gets.
They don't get a lot.
Oh, Panthers and Jaguars are what you were maybe thinking, where this one's black, one's spotted. They're different types of cats. Meow. Matthew says, Finley should have had a signature move called the Big Finish. Like, finish as in, like, Finland.
Right.
Matthew's like, it works on porn too. Sweet. Jake's like, the Old Spice guy. And my girl's like, Jake from State Farm? Mason's like, LMAO, Matthew, it definitely does. And Ayla's like, White Chicks movie or Brooklyn Nine-Nine? Matthew's like, LOL, old Alice guy needs to boink the possessive broad. Mapcrow's like, no yawning during quarantine. I'm sorry, Mapcrow, but it's really hot in this room we're in right now. And it makes me really tired. I'm dying.
So is Christian Slater a killer in this?
I guess. I have no idea.
I like Christian Slater.
He must be. Yeah. Maybe they both are.
She looks brutal. Maybe she's the bad guy.
I think it is because it's the Betty Broderick story. So it's all about Betty.
Get on the Google machine. Look up Betty Broderick. It's Matthew Broderick's mom or sister? Cousin?
I have no idea.
Just far relation.
Maybe. For all I know, I don't know anything about their families.
Ferris Bueller's mom was killing people.
Right? Mason says Benchwarmers, Travis. Terry Crews was in it.
Yeah, he was. That's funny. I forgot about that.
Mason's like, take your hoodie off then. Not in that way, but you get what I mean. Mason, you're disgusting.
Oh my gosh.
I am not taking my hoodie off and letting my freak flab fly. Not happening.
You have clothes on.
That doesn't mean anything.
That's not being a freak.
Free flab fly doesn't always mean that you're naked. Not letting my freak flab fly, honey. Matt Crow says Christian Slater is alive. According to that show, he's in it, so he is alive.
You know, I thought that Tom Cruise had killed him in Interview with the Vampire because that was the last time I ever seen him.
Oh, that's true.
When he was driving off, I thought, hey, that was the end of his career. Tom Cruise took it away from him.
That's a real bad thing.
But now he's back. Maybe he's a vampire.
Maybe. Luke is like, okay, I'm tired. I'm going to bed. All right. He says, see y'all Wednesday. Be safe, right?
Yeah.
You be safe, too. Don't do anything crazy.
Lots of fun in this chat tonight.
Oh, my God. Lots of it. Have a good night, bud. We'll see you on Wednesday.
Good night.
Said, Mason, I'm sorry. I'm in my own world. Christian Slater, isn't that an actor? What the fuck is happening? Is WWE hiring B actors?
No, he's not on.
No, it was on a commercial.
It's a commercial for a Netflix original.
For some kind of a movie or something.
Christian Slater was on Heathers.
Yes.
That's what he's best known for, I think. And Broken Arrow.
Oh, yeah?
That's about the only two that I can think of. Besides Interview with the Vampire, but he wasn't a main part on that.
Mm.
Do you know what Broken Arrow is? John Travolta, the nuclear bomb.
Yeah. It's funny because I know him from other things.
Yeah. Like what?
That show that I had you watch that was a Quentin Tarantino movie.
Oh, yeah.
Romance or whatever it was called. I can't remember it. I can't remember the full name of it. Holy crap.
Romance in the Stone.
True Romance.
True Romance.
True Romance. I can't remember the first word of it. The map Chris says Elizabeth Ann Broderick is an American woman and convicted murderer who was accused of killing her ex-husband Daniel T. Broderick III and his second wife Linda Broderick on November 5th, 1989.
Oh, wow.
So why was she called Betty?
Oh, Betty. Oh, Betty.
Angelito's like, take it off, take it off.
A Betty is a surfer chick. Maybe she's a surfer.
Maybe, I don't know. Vincent's like, yep, Matthew, LOL.
That's how I
have a
remembered my
dirty
buddy
mind.
Shane's mom's name is Betty.
Because the surfer chick
Because the
thing?
surfer chick.
You're funny. It's funny how you remember things. It's hilarious. Matthew's like,
There's the Street Profits.
Mukbang. LOL, I'm sorry.
Mukbang. Is that the food eating?
That's food eating. Mukbang is food eating. Like, hordes of food. It's
Here we
amazing
go
how
with
much
the
food
Street
they eat.
Profits.
Oh, God, please just be them.
It's not going to be. Watch coming in from the side.
No. He doesn't know what Crusoe's there, but...
I'm having a stare down with... He blinked. Okay.
He did
Dawkins
blink.
lost.
He blinked very slowly. The
Dot,
Viking
dot,
Raiders.
dot, 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 dot. Is that who they're going after?
That's what he was talking about, was the Viking Raiders, so I don't know. It was like kind of nice without every other word being woo. Matthew's like, he was in that movie with a radio and stuff. Christian Slater with a radio and stuff. I don't even know what movie
I don't know
that
what
one
it
is.
is. I don't know.
Mason's like, and Wi-Fi too, Alo, or Yeet.
I feel like there's a show I'm missing, but maybe I'm just confusing him with Corey Haim.
Maybe.
But Heather's is the one that I'm pretty sure that I got introduced to him with.
Besides Interview with a Vampire.
That was way later.
He didn't really have a part in it. He was just kind of at the beginning and the end.
Uh-huh.
The Mapcro says that the murders happened in San Diego. That's crazy.
San Diego, a whale's vagina.
It means a whale's vagina.
Discovered in 1908.
Ayla's like, I like the white Wi-Fi. She likes the Wi-Fi. Mason's like, whoop, there it is. I'm like, LOL. Matthew's like, solo caps. Angelito's like, Aaron is gone. Yes, yes, yes. Matthew's like, I like A-double. Mason's like, the most iconic murder is Charles Manson murdering Sharon Tate and her husband.
But was he even there?
No, he just told people to do it.
Or was it just the ladies?
It was
and then
just
they wrote
his
Helter
group.
Skelter on the wall.
Mm-hmm. Ayla's like, sorry guys, my Wi-Fi is fine, but my fourth weed is making me want a beer and a 1 minute run. Sweet.
For a Mountain Dew. I gotta run to the refrigerator and get a Mountain Dew.
Right. And then spill it all over the place and then say I'm not cleaning it up and then say I want a beer. Then smoke my 15th weed. Matthew's like, Mason, look into MK Ultra and the LSD experiments and beyond. Matthew's like, I'm a nerd. Nerd!
The LSD experience, are you talking about what they did with the soldiers and they just let them go on the island? Or in the field and they were like climbing trees and they were having like the times of their lives. Well, they were trying to test what it did.
Mason's like, I will, Matthew. I love crime stuff.
Timothy Leary had it all figured out, he thought.
He was like, I liked Aaron for a minute. And then the minute was over.
1, 2. See how she kicked out there?
She totally did.
It's horse shit, Becky.
She went on a weird rough tech. The rough was paid off. It was all a setup from the beginning.
It does make you wonder if that wasn't the screw job.
It was a screw job. It was the Ronda Rousey screw job. Angelito's like, all of the divas are my wife. He was like...
Every woman on TV he's been married to.
Right? My wife. Matthew's like, Pump Up the Volume is a 1990 comedy drama film written and directed by Alan Moyle and starring Christian Slater and Samantha Mathis.
That sounds familiar.
Pump Up the Volume.
But it might just be because of the song. Pump up the volume, pump up the volume, pump up the volume, dance, dance.
Angelito is down their fourth weed, and Ayla said no, Travis.
I forgot what I said.
I don't know what you said either. Ayla will have to remind us. Something about how it's actually pretty interesting. Look it up, conspiracy.
Oh, the LSD stuff.
Oh. Mason says, I'm in my 30th blunt and I'm drunk with my 100th beer and I'm on cocaine too. Wow, we're just going all out tonight. All the drugs.
He's like Andre the Giant on his 100th beer.
As Angelito said, that's too much, Mason. I have to agree with Angelito, Mason. You took it too far. That's just too far.
LSD.
Too far.
I've had my third LSD tonight.
Mason's like, Matthew, my favorite movies or shows are like mafias or drug cartels.
Dip them in acid.
Chop off their heads with a very blunt knife while they're alive. That sounds fun. Matthew's like, no, Berkeley and other universities. The Unabomber is a product of MK Ultra. I can teach you, but not here. Matthew's like, there's a lot of operations that took place. Mason's like, Angelito, he acts like he's on cocaine. And Angelito's like, okay, I agree with that. Mr. Luna's like, I was at WrestleMania 35 last year. That was my first WrestleMania ever.
That's cool.
That's pretty awesome. Well,
I've never been to one.
Did you go for like the whole like week? The week of WrestleMania stuff?
I have friends that have went. Like they went to the one in Miami with the big long ramp. Troy was there and his brother.
Mm-hmm. Ayla's like, Coca-Cola. No, he's a Mountain Dew guy, guys. He likes Mountain Dew. Mm-hmm. 2 weeks ago, it's the championship contract signing tonight on Raw between Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins.
Sign that contract. Oh, look at that, Otis.
Oh.
Street Profits, 3 keys.
To a successful season 5. Obey the laws. Belt
They had like
out.
a kegger and then throw all the cups in their back seat.
Spill some secrets.
At least he's dressed up. At least he's got his jacket on, you know.
Yeah. He's like, I can't wear shirts. It's too much. Shirts are just too much.
14XL.
That's funny. Mason's like, I met Nakamura, Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, Jeff Hardy, and stayed in the same hotel with all of them, including Ric Flair, but I didn't meet him.
That's pretty cool.
Mr.
Got the Ric Flair drip saying, woo!
Mr. Morrison says, no, I live in New Jersey. I'm right next door to MetLife Stadium.
Who's that?
Luna Morrison, Mr. Luna Morrison.
That's right. The New Jersey kids.
Yeah.
Old New Jersey.
Matthew's like, my ramen is done. Like your real ramen or like Aaron ramen? Mason's like, I've also been to the first ever Mae Young Classic. I got my chat championship. Nice. It was like, my son is here, Travis. Can you give him that hat?
Woo!
Matthew's like, what about Jerry the King being called racist for calling a move that ramen noodle moonsault?
Yeah, and then what was the 1 week before that he said something too? That's why he's not here tonight, by the way.
Why is that racist?
I'm sure it had something to do with a Japanese wrestler. And then he had said something about a Mexican move the week before. I had brought it up. I can't remember what it was.
I know, and you said you were going to watch it so you could hear exactly what he said, but
Right.
you never did.
Mm-mm.
You never went back and watched it so you could tell me all about it. Ayla's wooing, and Angelito's telling Ayla she needs to take a sleep. Don't tell me what to do. Do what I want. Oh,
what was that one?
it's Mrs. tonight, I guess. It's not Mr. It's Mrs. Luna Morrison.
Oh, now we're going ladies.
Yeah, because John Morrison has a wife. So Matthew says, Luna, I hope you get out of there. That's awful. Iraq is better than New Jersey. It was like, I can't. I have way too much to do, plus a cluster feeder baby that wakes every hour. All right. Mason's like, definitely, Matthew. I want to move to Iraq. Ayla's like, woo, woo, woo. Angelita like, that's sad, Ayla. That's what having a baby is. They're very demanding of your time and milk. Malcolm's like, since I am not a rabbit, no, I would never like any salad, thank you, Ron Swanson.
Right? I don't want to eat the food that my food eats.
Right? Yuck. They eat it, and then I eat them. I was like, LOL, if you're in New Jersey, you're better off, Mason. Mason, my first ever wrestling show I've been to was Elimination Chamber 2012.
I feel like there hasn't been a match forever.
It has been forever. It's sad and slow. It's starting to bother me. Since it was so, like, one right after the other last week. We're like, oh, wow, the time went by really fast. And this week it's like, bleh.
We still have had 7 matches so far.
That's it. Ugh.
They could still fit 2 more in, easy. There's still 40 minutes left. 35 minutes.
Matthew was like, I was born and raised in New York. It's a thing. Morrison says, well, I'm moving to Miami, Florida in 2 months. That's probably a little better than New Jersey. And Ayla's like, why, Matthew? And he's like, Matthew, I'm from Chicago, LMAO. Morrison was like, I was born in Compton, California.
Coming straight out of Compton. I can't finish that song.
It says words. Matthew's like, because New Jersey is the wasteland of New York, you have to be born there. It's a thing. Matthew's like, Mason, your pizza sucks. Mapco's like, MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey, exit 16 West. It was like, I don't believe that.
Okay, we got ourselves a tag team match. Cedric Alexander, that is.
And Ricochet.
Ricochet. Who are they wrestling?
I don't know. The Street
An
Profits? Is it the Street Profits? Are they wrestling the Street Profits?
No.
Is it the Viking Raiders?
It could be. I don't know.
Oh, okay. So we don't know. Oh,
yeah, we know.
I know who they're wrestling. Nobody.
Nick and Matt Jackson.
No.
Everrise.
It's not really Nick and Matt Jackson.
It sure looks like it. An out of shape Nick and Matt right there. That guy.
It's
Matt Jackson.
They don't have as much flair. It's their creepy doppelgangers
with the New Orleans pants on.
What do you call that emblem? It's called something.
In New Orleans.
Release or whatever it's called.
It's probably something out of French Canada. It's the best Canada. It's a French symbol, I'm sure.
Right. Mason's like, Matthew, I've been to New York City. It's full of dead rats.
I'm sure both of those cities are full of dead things. Lots of bodies in those rivers.
Morrison's like, no, I live in New Jersey. I was born in California. I used to live in Pensacola Beach, Florida. So you were born in California, you live in New Jersey, and you're moving to Miami. Got it.
3 states.
Mason's like, Matthew, we have better pizza. It's deep dish. And Matthew just told you your pizza sucks. So I'm pretty sure just because you say it differently doesn't mean he's going to think it's better.
He don't care.
Matthew's like, Poughkeepsie.
We're going to have ourselves a gang war.
The forested land by the trees. Frank's Pizza is good stuff.
Holy crap.
It's like Ricochet better win. I think I'm going to die.
Like you're starting to glisten. I had to take my hat off for a second.
Ayla's like, we have potatoes. Damn right we have fucking potatoes. And gems.
Corn.
Yeah, and gems.
What's gem?
Gems like
I thought
diamonds.
you meant like a gym. Like
no,
you go work
like
out.
gems like a diamond.
I'm like every state has a gym, sweetie.
What's that song? A diamond. What's that song? That is a song, isn't it?
A diamond?
Something like a diamond.
Is it like a James Bond?
No, it's a newer song.
You're asking the wrong person then.
Mason's like, we also have wieners. Well, that's not surprising.
Yeah, hot dog.
Oh, is that what he's talking about? My bad. Matthew's like, Mason, the living rats are coming your way. Matthew says, Virginia has potatoes and gold. Damn them and the potatoes.
We got gold.
Virginia has shitty potatoes.
You can go gold pan up in salmon and get gold.
Yeah.
It's not even that hard. We used to go just take shovel loads of dirt and put
You
them
know
in
where I
gunny
wanna
sacks,
go?
bring them home, and then go pan
I don't
want
to deter from our wrestling information here. But do you know where I want to go? There's a place in Kentucky where you can find diamonds that you just do digging. Like you go into like, it's like flat and you just pay so much money and you go out and you take your little bucket and a shovel and you dig for diamonds.
Can you find any?
Yeah,
you
people find them all the time.
In our backyard if you wanted to. Doesn't mean you're going to find any.
No,
but yeah, if you can find them,
no, like
cool.
the whole thing's like covered in diamonds. It's like some kind of weird like diamond filled or something. You can find them all the time depending on sizes. Like they're little, big, medium size.
Oh, that's devastating. Alexander, the spinning neck breaker. Look at him. He's like, I'm more athletic than you are. Bang.
Right? Ayla's like, only Idaho has potatoes. Laughing. Right? Jesus.
Texas has potatoes.
No, they're not allowed. Only Idaho has potatoes.
It says it on the bag.
Nobody else is allowed.
Russells or Ruffles or whatever. That they're from.
I know. They don't make them
Texas.
in Idaho. They're jackholes. So Trent's like, wait, what are the Jackson brothers doing there?
Exactly. And they're playing incognito.
Right? The map crow's like, Italian beef in Chicago. And Matthew's like, and cocaine. Virginia has potatoes and gold and cocaine. Richard's back. He wants to know what he missed.
When did you leave?
Yeah, we don't know when you left.
Bobby Lashley beat Denzel. Liv Morgan beat Ruby Riott. Jinder Mahal beat Tozawa. Andrade beat Apollo. And Ricochet and Alexander are wrestling Everrise.
And done.
And
they won.
They just won when I was looking down.
Yeah.
So now I can't tell you how they won.
Mason said MapCro Italian beef is the best. And MapCro gave him the thumbs up. Angelito's like, can
are we talking about pizza?
Tour me in your country? I don't think so. I think it's like an actual thing, like Italian beef or whatever.
Italian beef and cheese?
Sure. Matthew's like,
does that just mean it's an Italian cow?
Vince Russo with pizza.
Or is it Italian Christmas donkey?
Dominic.
It's Dominic the donkey.
MapCro says, I miss Chicago. I have to get back there soon, especially
There's
in the
MVP.
summertime.
Maybe he's going to be their manager? Makes you wonder if Vince isn't a little bit, I don't want to use the word racist, but stereotypical when it comes to things like, who the hell are these guys?
I don't know. That guy's Shane Thorne, it says on his shirt, so he knows who he is.
So these guys are probably NXT guys. I thought it was going to be, he was going to try to manage them. MVP.
Oh, the guys that are out there.
Because he sees two Asian women and he's like, hey, Kabuki Warriors. Let's put them together when they're awesome singles wrestlers. And now Ricochet, Cedric Alexander puts them together.
Right. Matthew's like, Mason, Albuquerque beats your statistics. Matthew's like, Travis knows, LOL. Matthew's like, you pay for rights. He's like, Matthew, you can't even drive. At least we have more fun. Mason's like, we are the Windy City. Well, Mason, you haven't been to Idaho, buddy. We're like the Windy State.
It's literally 35 miles an hour outside right now.
We get hurricane-type winds here constantly.
We got giant trees falling over the yard, ripping our power out every once in a while.
So...
It's very windy there. If the wind stopped blowing here, everything would just fall over.
Mm-hmm. Matthew said, through enough heat and compression, I can make diamonds, right?
Yeah.
Glenn Hunt's in our chat again saying, tomorrow night, Monday Night Raw taping TV WWE 2K20 Universe Mode PS4. But tonight's Monday night. Why would it be tomorrow? That's
because he's going to do it tomorrow night. Play his game.
Oh, I got it. Matthew's like, wow, Mason, here's your warning. I'm a lazy driver. He's like, Batman The Dark Knight trilogy was filmed here. Well, they have to do it in some kind of a dirty, gross city. Might as well be Chicago.
I was reading Percy Jackson, The Lightning Thief, and he talks about New Jersey. He's like, it's so crazy in the book. He talks about just crossing over into New Jersey and how there's just nothing when there's so much in New York.
It's like, and what?
Well, there's just vast space.
Are we in a different world? Time travel! Time travel. And he's like, they won through the most devastating move in wrestling. The roll be up. Right?
I watched what was I going to say?
Mason's like, Matthew, we have better food. So Mason's trying to say that Chicago has better food than Albuquerque.
What is that like? What is Chicago? Like what ethnicity?
Italians.
Is it more Italian?
Well, they have deep dish pizza and hot dogs. So what, Jews and Italians?
And then Albuquerque would be Spanish.
Probably.
So it'd be Mexican food.
Tex-Mex food.
So it's Italian food against Mexican food. What are you into?
Matthew's like, Vince came out and blamed certain ratings on newer talent. That's not very nice of him.
It's not surprising. I wouldn't be surprised if Drew McIntyre drops his belt pretty soon and puts it back on Brock immediately because the ratings have been down.
Oh, so that he can have people be angry.
Well, yeah, but they'll watch.
Right. The Mapco said, Mr. McBossman isn't racist. I don't know about Vince, though.
Yeah.
Right. Mapco says the last one was filmed mostly in Pittsburgh, wasn't it? About the Batman movies. And Mapco's like, Mason. Matthew's like, LOL. Mason's like, Mapco, it was, but for a few scenes. Mason's like, Matthew, I won the argument of the better city. Matthew's like, New Jersey is the Garden State. Mason's like, Chicago is more of illegals, to be honest. Now, it wasn't founded that way. Matthew's like, Mason, you won nothing. We're united. Wash your hands. There you go. Good job, Matthew. You throw it back. Throw it back like that.
Wash your hands.
Wash your hands. We're united. We are united. Don't be drawing lines, Mason. Everybody's city is better.
That's something.
Just so you know.
Pretty sure my city has nothing on any of you guys.
Whatever. We have better mountains.
Then what if somebody's from Colorado?
They're talking about Chicago and Albuquerque.
Well, I'm sure we have better mountains than Chicago.
No fucking shit.
But Albuquerque has pretty mountains. They're like a granite. They're hard. It's really pretty down there.
Ours are better.
Well, it depends on what you're looking at. Ours are awesome, but theirs are awesome.
Oh my god, I tried to say one thing we were better at and you're just mean about it. You're a jerk.
By saying that they both have awesome mountains.
You're like,
too.
Ours is stupid. We're just stupid.
No, that would,
we live stupid.
I mean, if you're
Everything's
saying it,
stupid.
then that would be you saying it. But I didn't say ours are.
Whatever. There's nothing awesome about our city. There's nothing. And I said every city is awesome, and you're like, not ours.
I'm trying to think if our city has a mountain in it. If we're just doing cities.
We're surrounded by fucking mountains.
I know, but are they in our city? Because City Creek is reservation now.
Is it?
Yeah.
They gave it back to him. Are you fucking kidding me?
No, it was theirs, and we were using it. And then they took it back. Like Barton Road, maybe? Up that area? Chinks Peak?
Oh, his knee's really broken, look.
Why is there blood in there? Or is it just a red shirt?
I think it's just the whatever it is on the ice bag.
Oh, like a sign. Somebody yelling outside?
Yeah. They didn't want to hear you anymore.
I like her snake outfit. It's very Randy.
She's very slithery.
Look at Apollo. I'm done.
He's so crying.
It's a
He's
game
crying.
She touched him. Ew. She wiped her hands on her dress. Not kidding.
She touched him and then wiped her hands? What?
Watch her left hand. Now watch her hand.
No, she didn't. She just put her hand down. You're so weird. You're such a weirdo. Mason's telling Matthew to go eat rats. I don't think Matthew wants to eat rats.
Nobody likes to eat rats.
But he's like, dude, New Mexico allows that crap.
You have to
rats.
overcook rats. I have seen somebody get lost in the desert there that had to eat rats and stuff. But they just overcook them. It was that man versus wild type thing.
Mm-hmm. Mason's telling us that Chicago was actually founded by Native Americans.
Well, Chicago's a Native American name.
So is ours.
Mm-hmm.
Ours was a motherfucking chief. See? We are better at something.
Look at him in his throne. I wonder if that's his toilet.
Matthew's like, Poughkeepsie was shared with the indigenous and colonists. It was like, doesn't Deb live up a mountain? No, she lives on a hill. That's not a mountain. That's a hill. Just
it's
saying.
like,
Matthew's like, my last bane stems from the Medic family. I have a lineage. Medici family. Medici family. It was like, I rolled my ankle or something. I don't know.
crippled people.
It was like, I've never been where Matt is from. I'm sure it's nice. I'm sure Albuquerque is very pretty. It's like,
well, there's a reason that Bugs Bunny always says he had to take a left in Albuquerque.
Right.
I should have taken a left in Albuquerque.
Right. It was probably because he should have stayed in America instead of going to
Middle East or wherever he ends up every time.
Mexico, Texas, wherever Elmer Fudd lives.
Oh, I'm pretty sure Elmer Fudd doesn't live in Mexico.
Ayla, did you really roll your ankle?
The Monday's Night Messiah is all sorts of excited.
Matthew's like,
he's yelling at the
Stallone
camera.
and Demolition Man. That is a rat burger? Gross.
Yummy.
Mason's like, I'd have to say Chicago has very nice restaurants everywhere in the skyline. Yeah, in the nice part of Chicago. Just don't go to the bad side. Don't go there. You'll die. There's a line there.
Southwest Chicago.
Mason's like, I want to live in Tennessee, Florida, or Arizona. I want to go to the flattest places and live there.
Arizona's got mountains.
Northern Arizona does. Southern Arizona does not. You have to go pretty far north in Arizona. You have to go like Flagstaff and...
Phoenix.
No, Phoenix is flat as fuck. I've been there. I know it is.
Phoenix has the second highest elevation in baseball.
In baseball.
Behind Colorado Rockies. Phoenix has the second highest elevation.
It didn't seem like it was anything different. It was very flat. I didn't say the elevation was high. I said it's flat. There's a difference. Jesus Christ, the place up the road is fucking has an elevation, but it's fucking flat as shit.
Out here?
Yeah. Just 50 miles north of us.
Shit, you can probably go 5 miles north of us.
And it's flat as
Hit the
fuck.
Snake River Plain.
It's flat as fuck. That doesn't mean that the elevation's low because it's flat. It has nothing to do with elevation.
It's volcanic.
It is volcanic. We do have that's what we should say. We have a very large volcano that can kill half of the United States.
Yeah, we'd probably kill everybody almost to Chicago.
They need it. I'm just kidding. As Matthew said, I'm not from here. I'm stuck here. That's what Macro says. LOL. Stuck. Macro says New Jersey is one of the wealthiest states in the United States per capita income per household, and the taxes are very high there. That's why many can't afford to live there, and or they move in New Jersey.
Oh, New Jersey. Mm-hmm. Is that you?
Yes, that's me being obnoxious.
I keep thinking there's something happening outside.
No, that's me. Sorry.
Oh, it's
Matthew's
fine.
like, Seth Rollins isn't a face. WWE has no star power.
None. They don't. They need a face. They need at least one. True baby face. And it's funny because if you watch AEW, you don't sit there and watch AEW and say, well, Cody needs to turn heel. You see, you know what I'm saying? You don't. You just don't say it. And it's because they're doing it right. Mm-hmm. He's punching through windows and beating people up.
But he's like, I'm a good guy.
But in WWE, they don't have any baby faces. And when they do turn them baby faces, they make them very weak. Very, very breakable. And it's frustrating.
Mapcro's like, Florida is the bug capital of the world. Mason's like, I've been to the south side. It's not that bad, but nighttime is fun. Yeah. Probably not a good place to be.
I'm sure there's some roads that you just don't go down, period.
Yeah. Death will happen, probably. It was like, I think so. Something happened to it. Maybe a blood clot, but I'm a hypochondriac. Like, did it make a noise or something? Like when you're walking?
Is it swollen? Did you make some noise? Does it hurt?
Well, it could be swollen because I don't know how swollen she is after having Indy. How swollen she is this time, like she was with Oz. It was horrible. Ayla's like, I like my city, but it's full of trash. Some of it, yeah. Ooh. Popcro's like, LO, south side of Chicago. Bad, Leroy Brown. It's baddest man in the whole damn town. He's like, Virginia stayed stable through 2008. DC is right there. Oh my God, I hear the hot ass hands are way for me. I lived in numerous places. Mason's like, but if I had money, I would stay in Chicago and buy a great apartment in the skyline.
Yeah. I've seen some people do that on those house flips. They like live above like buildings.
Like the lofts that they do. Some of those loft things are pretty cool. They do some of that around our town.
And then you have it right, there's like gardens down the street, and then there's bars and like your work's walking distance. That's where he tore his quad.
Ooh, nice.
That was brutal. See how it's off the bone?
Nice.
The craziest part is, 8 months later, he comes back and
does
tears it again, but the other one.
That's funny. Like that night?
No, I don't think
Oh.
It wasn't that soon, but it wasn't that long after.
That's funny.
Well, it takes a lot of steroids to heal from that in 8 months.
Well, he looks like it. Looks like he took his steroids, doesn't it?
I like that the Street Profits took us by storm. Viking Raiders, that happened at the pay-per-view? Is that what they're advertising?
Maybe. Next week,
Street Profits, Viking Raiders.
Viking Raiders. We've got Larry in the chat. Hey, Larry. Nice to see you in the chat tonight, buddy. Let's see. Matthew said, I lived in the Pacific from the East. Every place is the same with different music. Mason's like, also in Chicago, the cops are crooked and are corrupted by the mayor and governor. Yeah. Go to Idaho's capital.
Hey,
it's the same way.
There's Jerry, so maybe he didn't get kicked out.
He's doing the contract signing. Like, we don't want you to commentate, but we'll let you do the contract signing.
What's the contract for?
It's Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins.
Oh, I haven't been paying much attention. So
it's the last thing for the evening. Thank God.
12 more minutes.
Yeah, it was like, no noise. It's swollen, way swollen, but just my ankle. Can't walk on it at all. Got worse over time. Well, that's weird.
Does ice or elevation help it?
Matthew's like, Ayla, get your heavy socks, soak your foot in warm water. Salty is better. After soaking your foot, rub salt over it and sign up.
Or just soak it in Epsom salt.
Wet foot, put it in the sock.
Compression socks. Hey, I have compression socks.
You do have some compression socks. Mason's like, Matt Pro, also you have to deal with the mobs. LMAO. Matt Pro says The Untouchable is a great movie shot in and based in the Chicago mob with Al Capone.
One of my favorite movies.
Mm-hmm.
It's back when you liked me.
I still like you.
Oh.
Who says I don't? You and your weird brain. Your weird brain says it. I'm icing it right now. I'll try warm after the babes go to bed. Probably no friends unless it's bad. Just a waste of time if I'm overreacting. Right?
Elevation homes.
Just give it some time. Might just mean something. Should meant doctors. Probably no doctors unless it's bad. Right? Just give it some time and and see what happens. If it only happened over the day, then it could just be something simple.
And I'm sure it's nothing.
Could be
sympathy pains for your mom's ankle.
Right. She's like, I will beat you with a shovel.
I still have one potted plant left.
I still have a dropped a plant pot, I will throw it at your face.
It's got your name on it. Here comes Big Drew McIntyre with your WWE Championship belt.
Matthew's like, to deal with blisters in the army, I would bandage salt on the wound. It dries out the elevation, right? Dries out the inflammation. True that. And he sounds like, Ayla, ice it and then have Jordan rub it or massage it. Ayla's like, my feet are too swollen to get them in my compression socks. Freaking water weight. Travis has those copper ones, and they actually go over, like, fat stuff a lot easier than the, like, main compression socks, but they work pretty much the same. It's weird.
They're pretty cool. Like when I broke my foot, that was nice. It wasn't really a broken foot. It was like a torn tendon, but it was nice.
Yeah. At least it wasn't gout.
She's still not sure she had that. That's just one of the guesses that doctors had.
Oh.
Like, they can do a blood test to tell you if you have gout.
Right? That's just so weird.
He's like, let me drop my belt here on the table.
So pretty. I have disrespect for it. Look at me.
Seth is looking like Michael Jackson with his one glove on.
Oh, he's going to sign it before he talks. He's like, here you go.
There you go. No room for talk.
He's like, I already signed. Now you can do whatever.
He's got Levi's on.
He does have Levi's on. Isn't that his hand that's broken?
Yeah,
or
the
something?
pinky. He broke his pinky.
So he still has a weird... Why does he... What in that...
Is he not going to sign it? Coward.
What kind of a glove is that? Seriously.
It's like a driving glove.
Is it?
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, this is weird. Lisa's like, also saw that it actually works. Like what Matthew says.
He's like, I don't want this match. I don't want it. I have to.
Ayla, I'm going to die. It's all over. I want everything I own in my casket. Just kidding. Yeah, that's a lot of money to bury you in your house.
Well, you can always just be put in your house, in your coffin.
True that. Might be weird for other people, but hey.
What's the coffin?
Don't mind it. It's just Ayla with her things. She didn't want to leave.
It's my baby's mom.
So, would you put your babies in there? Do you own them?
No, you don't own people.
Well, she gave birth to them. Isn't that what moms say?
Right. I brought you into this world.
Larry says he heard some news on Saturday about Roman. Oh yeah, what kind of news,
Ooh,
Larry?
share.
Share all your gossipy news with us. Matthew says, can I smoke you? Maybe I can get the essence of Eclair. I'm on my fourth Ayla.
Right?
What you looking for? Your phone? You're like, did it go down there?
Just wasn't sure.
It's last forever. Oh my god, what is Seth talking about?
That he has to do this. He doesn't want to do it.
Oh, he has to? Who's making him?
Corporate, probably.
It's terrible. It's awful, awful thing. Corporate. They're the devil. The devil. The devil.
This is
boring.
what? No, it's why we need what we ordered.
It'll get here when it gets here.
But it makes these talking scenes where we're just stuck.
Yes. I'm sure you could probably turn it up a little bit. They aren't playing any music. It was like, that's where I get my overreaction from, Grandma.
It is. It's a huge issue. You have to overreact in case it's something smaller. Then it's relaxing. If it's something, you react all the way up, and then it can't surprise you. Basically, you can't be surprised. When you got ankle cancer.
When you have ankle cancer now. Now it's turned into cancer.
It's ankle cancer. It's fast-acting ankle cancer.
Ayla finally had that too. She's like, my 4th Ayla. Matthew was like, I'm on my 4th Ayla. That's a lot of Aylas you're going through there, Matthew. So Larry's information is this. The real reason why Roman won't be around for a while is that him and his wife are expecting their 2nd set of twins.
So he doesn't want to work because they're pregnant?
What a jackhole.
Would you, like, stop working once the babies are born?
Right? Like, oh, I'm sorry.
Or is he trying to keep her healthy?
Oh, I guess maybe she's on bed rest or something and they don't have family. I could see that, possibly.
Can't afford wet nurse or whatever it's called.
A wet nurse? Can't afford a goddamn nanny. Matthew's like, Larry, I thought I heard that. Blythe is saying Hill's Seth is back. Well, he hasn't been a nice guy for a while, so...
Yeah. They have a really hard time with development of their baby faces here in WWE. We've been talking about it all night. This could be the longest 4 minutes of the night.
It is the longest 4 minutes of the night.
Well, you won't know because it hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, I have surprises. Mason's like, I heard that too. Matthew says, if he has another set of twins, give him the title.
Oh, I'm sure he'll have the title by the end of SummerSlam.
Just fire him and just fire his ass so he can stay home all the time. Don't want him to be at work crying about how he's missing his kids.
I wonder how people would react if he did go to AEW. It's not going to happen, but...
I would hate AEW. I'd hate him over there, too. The Map Crow says, he better come back and start working with another set of twins coming. All right. You need that money.
Mouths to feed. There it is. Contract signed.
Oh,
Maybe he's like Luke. Luke had to wear that glove because he had that robotic hand.
Oh, ew. So his hand got chopped off?
Oh!
Oh, Lord. Drew McIntyre was... Oh, my God. Did he really...
Yeah, he just threw the table like 15 rows up the freaking ramp. Seth goes right after him. Big ol' headbutt. Seth's in trouble.
That was kind of scary. He, like, literally, like... I can't believe how far he threw the fucking... I was like, dip-de-doo. There's this table just soaring through the air like a flying trapeze.
They had to get clearance from the FAA.
I think they did.
There's Buddy. Even in the odds.
Damn you. The
disciples
running
You gotta
around.
remember that Drew cheap-shotted Seth.
Oh, yeah.
So Seth didn't have a fighting chance at the beginning.
Right, so
So
that's
Buddy
why.
just evened it out. Now it's even.
Right. He just goes by Murphy.
Whoa.
Not-
Is the breakup coming? Big hug.
He's like, I didn't know it was you. I'm so sorry.
Whoa! There's a big old Claymore.
Oh, that was probably not fun.
Drew with the big smile.
Well, yeah, because he's like, oh, you let your
He just killed a fellow competitor.
You let your kid, you let your friend, your disciple take your hit. You're not a messiah. You're supposed to be for the people, not let the people take your crap.
Well, Drew shouldn't have been trying to kick him from behind.
Blythe said, I gotta go now. See you on Friday. All right,
It
Blythe,
is
have
that
a great
time.
night.
11 o'clock Eastern.
All right, Ayla
Bedtime.
Says, Ayla's like, wait, do you think it's ankle cancer? Question mark, exclamation point, question mark. Ayla's like, that's definitely it.
It's one of the rarest cases in America.
Right? Macro's like, can you imagine 2 sets of twins? No.
1 out of a million people die from it.
Mason's like, there's no
So
such
start
thing
writing
as
your
ankle
will.
cancer as I heard of. I don't know.
Start writing your will. 1 out of a million people die from it.
Matthew's like, Ayla, all of your baking grass caused a diabetic reaction and we need to amputate. Zoe turns, I need to go also by Friday. I'll be back. All right, Zoe, have a great night. We'll see you on Friday.
All right,
and for
we'll
anybody else
be
who
here
wants to
Wednesday.
we'll be here Wednesday.
For AEW and NXT.
On my nose, and Matthew's like, wow, what happened? I don't know. Stuff. people threw things and kicked people.
Claymore
curb stomped Drew a few weeks ago. Yeah, he did. It was like, I'm just joking. Sorry, not funny to be.
Or not to be.
Joke about cancer.
Oh, whatever.
It's funny.
You're in a safe place.
Pepper McIntyre's like, see you next Monday. All right, Pepper, we'll see you next Monday. We'll be here Wednesday and Friday.
Wednesday and Friday. And then Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday next week.
And Luna's like, I'll see you later on Friday. Sweet. Matthew's like, Ayla, you're morbid. Feed me. Luna flies away. Mason's like, I don't have it anymore. My dermatologist cut it off right in time. If he didn't get it, then I would have had skin cancer and be on chemo. Because he had pre-skin cancer.
Oh, wow.
On his nose. So you almost got your nose lopped off? That's terrible.
It's terrifying.
Matthew's like, AEW will be cool. Celestia says, see you on Friday. Yep, Celestia, see you on Friday. And Celestia's like, braless me leaving the chat. letting those puppies fly. Larry's like, I will let you know, Travis, if I can make it on Wednesday. Sweet.
Awesome.
Well, we'll see you or we'll not see you. But one way or another.
You will be having fun if you're not here. You'll be playing D&D.
Or other
working
stuff. Or life or who knows. Matthew's like, be safe, y'all. This lockdown sucks. Hell yeah to the yeah, it does. Stupid.
Well, we're going to call it a night, so make sure, Ayla, you get some ice on your foot. Get it elevated.
As much as you can while you're waiting for baby to wake up so you can feed it again.
Hang upside down off the ceiling if you can. Just kidding. Anyways, everybody, we're going to say goodnight, and thank you for watching Wrestling Gab.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
everybody.